Start recording. All.
Wait, how many victories should we have? Let's start there, because
Yeah, so I
Did we
think
finish this combat?
you successfully won this
Yes.
combat and gained a victory.
And then we immediately
One victory for this?
So we should be
Yep.
at one victory. Maybe that's why I was confused.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
I didn't have the one victory in. Okay.
take it away.
Session 3, 3/17/2026.
217.
We reconvene at Bernard's shop. We get a description of Bernard's shop. It looks fancy. That's a balcony. We do some downtime activities about fixing my diseaseness. That goes mediocre. Next day, we are back in the shop talking, and a man with his sick daughter come in asking for help. We find out that she ate Stu's stew, which was a bad idea. Vomits in a trash bin. Learns that the man's name is Renry Tubbins, and his daughter's name is Melinda. Those names may or may not be right.
That's right.
He's a tutor. Bernard asks for tutoring for his children. Tubbins kind of comes off as he's booked and you're the rabble. There's a more prestigious apothecary in the upper district named Victor's. Vit gets the name of a magic tutor, and then Vit sends minions to follow Renry. I don't know if we learned anything about where he went, actually, now that I look at this.
We did not.
A woman named Hasty Seaward comes in, buys contraband, and then... Is this all the same day?
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like it's the same day? Okay. Bernard receives a note about weird stuff coming down and to, be on the lookout. Horace Bovary rolls in, hobgoblin. Offers Bernard a job transporting an item, maybe person, maybe weapon, to a house in the second tier from a ship arriving in Docktown. Ship's name's the Feathered Crow. It arrives at sunrise. He's getting 1.5 of the standard fee. We make some shenanigan plans involving a cart and some seafood. We take another second respite. Vit and I work on illness. Bernard and Karina do time with family, whatever that one's called. I said visit family. I don't remember the name.
Yeah, it's like visit, spend time with family or something.
Yeah. Next day, Vit has chat with his mom. I forget which one, and arranges to have Bertha nearby for backup. Vit doesn't know the time or the exact location. Alex is going to roll about it. We watch the ship arrive. Vit sees someone from House Emberlight take a bribe. The doctor talks with the captain, who we then learn later his name is Wendy Blackfin. Human, long red hair, obsidian bangle, which was weird. Pirate captain, almost certainly. Birthmark on left hip that Frederick recognizes on someone else. She introduces package, which is Peter. He's a human. He is sick. Looks kind of like Vit. That'll come up later. We get new clothes for Peter. And Frederick learns that Peter came from the north, not Vorthren, maybe Kensarti, the dwarves of the Curse Lands. Bernard learns that Peter's hosting a plant of some sort, similar to Widow's Tears that we saw in the Queenswood, and has an abrasion on his right wrist. We do a montage test to get through the city. It doesn't go great. It doesn't go bad. The two goons from the bar at the very beginning of the campaign show up and, for a moment, attempt to abduct Vit, and then think better of it. And then we are attacked by acrobats and entertainers. They're trying to abduct Vit instead of Peter, because they don't know who they're looking for, apparently. And then we have a big kerfuffle. We emerge victorious, and that's where we left off.
I think the only note I will add is that you killed most of them, but several did flee.
Okay.
Any questions?
And are we
That was a very
are
good
we
recap.
out of combat? Like I can start spending my recoveries freely?
Please, for the love of God, spend your recoveries if you have not already. Yeah.
I will spend 2 and go back to full.
So, yeah, highly suggest everyone take a moment to do that. And then yeah, looking around the battlefield in this back alley, we are still technically in the montage test. This was the end of round 1, so you do have 3 successes and 1 failure. I have not told you how many you need to do total, but I have told you that there are only going to be 2 rounds. So we'll cover that. We'll get to that second round shortly. But a few things here. Frederick, you, looking around, recognize a couple of the dead faces here as you're about to leave. Weren't the ones that you directly engaged in, but as you're walking around and see who the others fought. One of the faces you recognize is Steffi Bootbottom. She was a high-ranking member of this group, which you're now realizing, or was maybe obvious to you, as the Snowmen. And she was actually the one who paid out your reward for a job. So you had face-to-face interactions with her. The other you don't know by name, but they were actually guarding Steffi at the time. And as you think on it, considering a few of the snowmen who ran away saw your face, you're thinking you might need to formally settle things with this gang sooner rather than later. What is Frederick thinking or doing in this moment?
I'll deal with it after we're done with the job. That's what I'm thinking in this moment.
Fair. And while you're thinking, that's a later problem, Bernard, you unfortunately also recognize one of the people here as well. Just barely, as you never saw them in this attire, but one of the men in this now dead troop was one Timothy Thornwillow, the father of Anna Bernard's classmate, Liana Thornwillow. So hopefully Anne doesn't get distracted from her studies by a distraught friend. But how does Dr. Moreau feel seeing his 2 lives intersect for but a moment?
I would think not so good. Yeah. Not ideal.
All right. So, what business do y'all have here? Or are we just literally hopping on the cart and continuing on our journey?
I'll look at the group and say, should we try to clean up the bodies, or should we just get the fuck out of here?
How are things handled in this town, Alex? Is this like expected behavior?
Not.
Did the police come down here? Is
They're-
anyone going to check? If we just leave them in the street, are people going to pick over their pockets and, what's happening?
It kind of varies by the month. Like, you'll go months and months without, like, really anyone dying, and then you'll be like, oh, shit, gang war, and a bunch of people died. So, anyone walking by this is gonna assume gang war. If any of these people are looking out their windows and saw you all, they're probably like, I didn't see anything. So, when the police come asking, 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna do anything unless there's nobles involved, in which case there will be rewards and compensation. So because it doesn't look like, at least at a glance, any nobility died, or anyone like rich, you're assuming it will be fine. So yeah, people will probably pick them over, the cops will show up and like note what happened, but they're not going to find anything unless you
All right,
specifically do something stupid.
let's get out of here and please try not to get any more attention on us.
Let's go.
All right.
Peter is in the fetal position with his like hands over his eyes and is not doing okay.
Perfect. I'll cover him with a tarp.
Okay.
I'll kind of pat his shoulders. It's okay.
Like flinches
They're just dead.
and then flinches, hears you say it's okay and like calms down a little bit, hears they're dead, flinches again. He's clearly not ready for this. So moving on, it's getting to closer to about noonish. We've got the party. You were down here. And we're trying to move. Again, I'll draw a line. Something like this.
Yeah, something like that.
So, montage test for this, or continue the montage test for this latter part of the journey. Yeah. So you already did the slippery obsidian way from Docktown.
And we did like the stealthy one I did.
Yeah. So you'll notice there are only 3 more things you can try, and that is accurate because it is. That's going to give you a hint as to how many successes or failures there are. So you're up to 3 successes.
Wait, where's the third on here?
The obsidian way.
Oh, okay, it's
Doing
gone.
the
It just
slippery
doesn't have the success here.
Yep, yep. So I will need 3 people to pick what you're doing.
So we have 2 crowds, two lookouts, and 2 deal cough, right? That's what we have left.
No, you only have times 1 left, I guess. You have done each of these things once. So you have to deal with the crowds, you have to deal with lookouts, both gangs and guards, and you have to deal with Peter's cough for this latter part of the
And we
journey.
can't double up, right, on like abilities. Or you
Nope.
want us to?
But if you succeed, I'll just tell you, you don't need to succeed on all 3. So we're going to do them in order. Because you currently have 3 successes, 1 failure.
Alex, I know I'd asked about this last time, but can I deal with his cough by pretending to be him? Like also
Sure.
coughing loudly?
Yeah, no, I like that a lot. Because if it fails, then it explains some things. Yeah, people looking over and seeing a child coughing in the back of a cart is probably gonna throw them off. So yeah, go for it. What skill? I think that'd be presence. But do you have any skills?
Yeah,
That
I think
would
it
work
might
with
just
that?
be a raw presence. I do have hide and sneak, but I don't think either of those are really
No.
applicable.
Oh, I was thinking like performance, like something like, oh, I want
Yeah,
to.
you need like performance or
I don't think
deception
we
or
have-
even medicine.
Nah, I don't got it. A strategy? It's a planned ploy?
That's a stretch. I
It is.
think.
Okay.
Robert, you have
Look-
2 performance, right? So it's then. Or,
I
sorry,
do,
you have
yeah.
two
I don't have a
performance,
skill,
so
but I
it's-
can just make
yeah,
a
It's
performance.
not bad.
Let me. Don't tell me yet, because I need to grab.
Okay, well, no. Don't look.
Would you
Is it
perhaps
my
like a
turn to
hero
take a hero token,
Yeah,
perhaps?
would you perhaps like the hero token?
It's,
I think I
it's
would.
the start of the day. We're full up on hero tokens.
It's 2, correct, to reroll?
It's 1.
No, 2 is like to make sure you
Two's
don't
to
die
heal
in
after
combat.
damage.
I think.
Oh, yeah, I don't need that. Okay, so I will roll again. Okay, thank you. Tier 2.
Okay. Success with a consequence. Okay, I'm gonna
I'm trying to get kidnapped
hold.
again.
You know what? I like this one. You are doing an excellent job. Fake coughing, so much so that you actually start to like kind of like cough up along for a bit, and you actually are really coughing and it's hurting. Go ahead and take
I'll clap his back.
1. Go ahead and take 3 damage, which can't be prevented in any way.
Okay, I'm gonna take the 3 damage, and then I'm gonna catch my breath.
Yep, you got it. Just a kind of stealing a recovery from you.
That's fine. That's A-okay.
But that is your 4th success, which is what you needed to complete this montage test. So, you are coughing. You probably maybe hide it a little bit more as you go by your house, just hoping your moms don't hear you specifically coughing outside their door as you go by. But eventually you pass by the Fey Fire. You can see people are kind of poking and prodding at the wall, like in some ways reinforcing it, in some ways like unreinforcing it, knowing that there needs to be a careful mix of chaos and order to keep that thing actually useful. Passing by Fort Minos, you kind of pick up the pace, knowing that this is probably one of the more dangerous spots to be doing illicit activities. You can roll some dice about it.
Hold on, what are we doing that's illegal?
Transporting a weapon after murdering a bunch of people.
We don't know his weapon.
That's true. He was, he was
He's not
described
a weapon.
as.
He's a
Just a
lad.
guy. You're absolutely right. And then you start moving into this area. This is kind of a weird.
Which area can you ping again?
Yeah, this is kind of a weird part of town in that like it is the second, ring, but there's not really a lot of stuff here. It is mostly houses. It's not like the best place to be. It's like up in the Queenswood. It kind of feels like a dead end. So for the second layer, this is one of the like less affluent areas, and you're almost at where you think your destination is when you are approached by some people. So the roads here are a little thin. Your cart's having a little bit of trouble getting through, and let's see. You did get 4 successes. Yeah. So at one point you are approached by someone who says, "Oh, excuse me, I couldn't help it over here. Your cough. Would you perhaps need a doctor? I am a doctor, so you can certainly come with me if you need some assistance."
Do I know this man?
Make me a reason check.
A reason check?
Was it
Not
a
a
call in?
presence check, because this is like a person.
Well,
I'll
presence.
give you a reason check. I won't.
Nice.
All right. Well,
Tier 1. No, you do not recognize this person. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Have I heard that? What did he introduce? Did he say his name? Sorry.
No, they did not.
I'll be like, and you are.
Oh, excuse me. I'm Dr. Heathrow.
airport.
And where's your practice?
Oh, it's just down the road here.
Does anyone have a read person?
Yes.
Can you do like a? Is he
You should
making
read
shit
this
up on the
person.
spot check? I don't know
Yes.
the.
Intuition read person, I would expect.
Sure. Makes sense to me.
Okay, good.
This guy is like probably is genuinely a doctor. He seemed very confident in how he was approaching this. But you've hung out with your doctor friend enough to know the shady ones from the real ones. This guy was on the lookout for y'all. This wasn't a like, oh, I'm just a doctor, I heard someone coughing. This was a, oh, hello, I have spot. So like he didn't
Yeah.
his opening lines were a little too on the nose for you, and you're thinking like, oh shit, this guy's trying to take now
I'm
Vit.
just gonna I'm just gonna intercede. And I'm going to say, I'm a doctor as well, and don't worry, he's in my care.
Yeah, he's my doctor.
Oh,
Yes.
Like that.
That is.
all right. We're gonna just roll a nice little luck check. Does he know you?
I'm not lying.
I'm rolling a d20 because I can do whatever the hell I want. We're gonna say, no,
Well,
you're not
I'm
that well
lying to
known.
him.
Yeah. But I'm just curious if he knows you. On 14 or higher, he knows you. He does not know you. He,
Fucking upper ringers.
yeah, he's gonna look you up and down. And yeah, he says, "Oh, I don't believe we've met. Again, I'm Dr. Heathrow, and you are."
Moreau, and I just extend my hand.
Dr. Moreau. Well, pleasure to
I
meet
work in
you.
the lower rings, with the real people of this kingdom, the
I
city.
see. All right. Well, good. Good. I'm sure I'll see you at a meeting someday. Very good. As you were. And leaves.
Guys, when we're out of earshot, I'm gonna be like, guys, I think it's fucking fishy.
Wait, do doctors have meetings?
What was that bit?
Some doctors have meetings, yes.
Yeah, Frank, you
Well, I
don't
didn't know
know
that.
exactly what he was referring to by that.
I don't.
No.
I look at you, I'm like, no meeting I've been a part of.
Like you're like, yeah, see you
What
at a
do you-
meeting. That makes sense. And then like, wait,
was like, wait, what?
what?
Okay, so here's the thing. I definitely would be like, yes, some doctors have meetings.
Yeah.
I do not.
Yeah.
But I would not I would absolutely never admit that I wouldn't know it.
Right, this is an upper cruster
Admit
thing. You're trying to become an upper cruster, and this
Yep.
is an upper cruster thing, you know?
I will absolutely never admit that I have no idea what that is. Just like, yeah, of course. Doctors have meetings, sure.
Very
Makes
good.
sense to me.
Um,
Okay,
we got
so
the name
continue
and
on.
face and everything of him, though, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. We can...
All right. So moving along, feeling like you're just nearly there, but you slowed down a bit. And honestly, it's a good thing you slowed down because then you start to like, as you're starting to move again, you overhear somebody basically around the corner. And you hear... Where the hell did I write down? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Alright. Take down any escorts to the package. And then, like, at this point, your horse's hooves are a little too loud. You are, like, about to run into these people. I am going to put you on the map, but you are going to have surprise on these folks for succeeding on your montage
It's me. I'm the package.
test. Let me grab our horse and cart.
Yes, you're the package.
Let me grab our friends.
There's the horse.
I need to... Yeah, I think you were going... We'll just say south this time.
Yeah.
And you were like coming out of... No, yeah. So you're coming south, and you overhear these people right here having that conversation, and then you kind of like can do whatever you want. Either stop your horse, speed up your horse, whatever.
You're talking about 4435, 44345, right? You're talking about that was the conversation.
Yes, you heard that the words taking down escorts to the package, which maybe has nothing to do with you, probably has something to do with you.
It definitely doesn't. We could just stride on through.
Yes.
Um,
I'm gonna look.
I
Up...
love the horse, the Uma.
who's holding the reins of this thing? It's Frederick's the driver, right?
I was up here, so yes.
I was up here with you, but I wasn't sure if you were. Yeah. Like Frederick, do we just fucking floor it?
Definitely in the back with my patient.
Do you
I
want to
think
bleed the streets
we-
again, or do we just fucking floor it?
Can we perhaps make them back down? You are very convincing.
I don't hate that. I don't.
They're not
hate that.
immediately attacking us, right, Alex? That's what's happening here. We're having
So this is a split. I guess did you just like draw the reins on your horse and stop to have a conversation?
No. We're still going, and
Okay.
I know what I want to
you-
do. I know what I want to do. If Alex, go ahead. Unless you want to say something first.
I was gonna say you realize you have about. So I'll push you forward one more square. You
Yeah.
realize like, oh shit, they like you see this guy turning around. He's gonna spot
Yeah,
you.
yeah. I know what I'm gonna do.
mhm.
I'm gonna teleport here and grab him. Like not just
Okay.
like like when you have a hostage, like don't nobody move.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
Kind of situation.
Hell yeah.
That, and I want to say you're gonna let us go if you know what's good for you. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So I can make an
Okay.
intimidation check or something like that if you want, or like we could just send the combat. I don't know, but
No.
that was my-
I like this a lot. Here's what I think makes sense. I think you make a intimidation roll. What we're gonna do is on a. Let me write this down. So
Yeah, before I roll.
keep it fair. So on a tier 3, they're gonna back down. That's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
On tier 2, I think you get the jump in combat. So your team will just go first. On a tier 1, you are going to have lost this moment of surprise, and they are actually going to get the jump.
Okay. I like that. So present, you said intimidation.
I
can I
think
step
presentation-
off this wagon and stand menacingly in the background for assistance?
You would have to roll first. Yes.
Yes, that's
so
what I'm
yeah,
asking.
let's do that. So you roll first. Vit and Bernard, if either of you would like to move up to 10 feet, I'll also allow that. But if you want to stay where you are, that is fine.
No, I want to
Make
get closer.
myself more obvious.
So I'll be here, because that would be 10 feet.
I'll sort of peek out and say loudly, "Why did we stop?
Okay.
Actually, think about
Why
that.
did we stop?"
I think upon us stopping, I would definitely turn to Vit and go, like, put my finger in front of my mouth and, like make a shh.
Okay.
Still trying to get kidnapped, bro.
Yeah.
Al, what is that? Is that gonna be? What did the?
Hold on, I'm deciding if I'm even doing this. I think I might have confused something. Intimidation is what kind of? It's
Presence.
it's interpersonal though, not.
Intimidation is interpersonal.
Never mind. I'm not doing that bit, but I am going to step off the wagon and look menacingly in the background.
So you're not
Okay.
you're not
So you just
mechanically
move out.
helping. You're just flavor helping.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Flavor helping.
I'm gonna-
So Alex, I'm sending a presence check, no edge or bane, with a +2 because of my intimidation skill.
That's correct. That is a tier 3. Okay. So in that moment, they see the like nobly dressed scythe wielding person who just teleported. You're gonna watch this person shadow teleports as well, sees the rest of your squad, and in that moment you look around. I'm just gonna do something real quick. And you notice several archers with arrows pointing down onto your crew. And this person's like about to
Give the order.
start this, and you see like all these pickpockets are pulling their daggers. All these archers are lining up shots, getting like they're like in hiding and under cover. They look like they really know to use that cover well, putting just the right amount of their body out to take those shots. And they're kind of waiting to hear the go, and they hear, "All right, hold. We don't need a fight. This one's probably not ours. So just let our guy go, and we'll let you move on through. Sorry to."
Can I take a good look at this shadow commander who was giving the orders and teleported? Like, what is it? Just a human? Is it like what are we looking at?
Yeah. So number 5 person here. This is they have a sort of short red mohawk, clean shaven face, about like 6 feet tall. They have a scar on one side of their face, on one cheek. What other questions do you have?
No, just so they didn't seem of someone of import. They just seemed like a generic shadow. Like it wasn't like this is like a fucking.
Make me a reason check.
Criminal underworld, history,
Criminal
culture,
underworld.
society, magic, rumors.
Criminal
Okay.
underworld, yeah.
So reason criminal underworld gives me a 2. But hold on, if I fail a lore thing, I think. Let me go through my stuff.
I'm always here for shenanigans.
It's not under characteristics. Under biography, whenever you fail, is this recall lore? This is the
I think
lore
it's a
skill group. What?
Type of
Yeah, it's
lore.
just-
Whenever
yeah.
you fail a test to recall lore from using a skill in the lore skill group, which I think I did, you instinctively recall the nearest location where the information you seek might be found.
Yeah, I love it. Because
So I don't know him, but go ahead, yeah.
you're looking this guy up and down. You're like, you just saw him shadow teleport. You're thinking he, your mom or your brothers, will have this guy's info. Is your guess, and you're not sure
Okay,
if he's just
yeah.
like some guy that no one cares about and is a shadow training, or there's a part of your mind, and this is bothering you, that he might actually be on the bounty list that you have not been given access to yet.
Okay. That racks in my brain, but I don't want to start an all-out fight, so I'll let go and take a step back.
Okay.
But that's good to know.
This woman says, "Boss, you sure?" He says, "Yeah. These this is not a fight we're gonna win." And like all the people up top are like, you look at them like looking at each other in disbelief, and this guy just says,
Right.
just kind of passes on and says, after you, Miss Valdrain."
I'll do a double take because I'm like he just knew my name, and I'll just say thank you, and I'll go back to that rattled me that he knew my name, but I'll go back to the carriage.
Yeah, I think that's you realize now, like, oh, am I real? Like at first, it's like, oh yeah, look how scary I am, all these archers, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh shit, no, it's not just my vibe, it is my reputation.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, well, there goes all that prep. But very good. Love
Did we
to
get
see
a
it.
victory?
You get a
I
victory.
mean-
You get a victory for successfully.
Oh my god.
Well, actually, you get 2 victories because you get 1 for completing this combat, and you get another one for what you're about to do, which is get your guy to the place
boy,
where he needs
yeah.
to be. So yeah, go ahead and grab victories number 2 and 3.
Nice.
And as you make it to the so you drive on down, you drive on down, you drive on down, you drive on down, and over here, stepping out from the shadows, is a tall, bugbear woman who
Bertha!
who says, Vit, it's good to see you. I overheard a bit of an interesting conversation just now.
Yeah, and this is my friend Peter, and I'll show her Peter.
Peter, pleasure to meet you. Valdrain, Doctor,
No.
Rick, good to see you all. Well, do you still need me for the trouble, or did you just pass the trouble?
No, Miss Karina scared them.
I'll do a smile.
Hey, a dangerous-looking scythe and a few shadow magic tricks are definitely better than bloodshed. So, good stuff. Not gonna tell your moms about this though, but yeah,
Thank you.
they're pretty excited about your little field trips with the doctor and the investigator here. So yeah, we'll. All right, let me get on the cart. And she hops on the back of the cart, and is just like, what the hell is happening here? She can be number 6. So you all continue on for like literally like 2 minutes. Finally making it to the address you have been given. There you I guess what do? It's there's a door. There's all the windows are boarded up. Not like this is abandoned, but just like, oh, maybe they didn't want to repair their windows. But you see it as like, this is probably more of like a safe house, like illicit place. But it's the
I'm
address
gonna
on the
ask
paper.
Peter if he's scared. If you're scared, I'll go in with you.
No, I think this I think we got past the scary part. Thank you for getting me here safely. Yeah, it's what a day.
So
Al, you-
Alex, sorry.
Go- I was just gonna. El, you already tried to like loosely interrogate him, and he didn't want to talk, right?
We got some information about where he came from. That's rather vague.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, Christian.
Also, I was gonna ask in this along the same lines. Like I would mention that I was trying to befriend him and chat with him and sort of like get him to open up over the course of the journey.
Mhm.
Just not like I'm not seeking specific information, but I was just wondering if he would let stuff slip. And you said we'd roll about at the end, I think.
Yeah. So I guess give me one more. You rolled like fine, and you were like starting to have him open up.
It was
right?
like a tier 2, right? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was a tier 2 presence that I got early.
Yeah. Let's do another presence roll. I don't think there's gonna be any. Yeah. No, there will be. We can have penalties. Why not? I'll say you have an edge, but this is a hard test.
Sure. Okay. I got no bonus or penalty because I don't have a skill.
So you'll have a.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh,
Another hero token, perhaps?
Look, it's up to
I
you.
have
mean,
no
it's-
control over that. We
Another hero
we play
token.
short sessions.
Another hero token. Do it.
I'll send it again. If I fail this one too, I'm going. I'm quitting.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
retiring.
exact same
You-
roll.
It's all over.
What are the odds of that? Did you roll 7? Yeah, you
A
rolled
5 and a
7.
2 and a 5 and a 2. It was
Yeah, but that's
insane.
Yeah.
oh wait,
so
no,
very-
that's not. That is weird. Okay,
5-2-2, 5-2-2.
insanity. Okay, yeah. I think you were in part coming from a place of. I guess what were you fully genuinely like? I just want to be friends with this
100%.
guy. Okay.
I have absolutely no interest in what. I mean, I think he's cool. I mean, he's got this weird fungus thing
Yeah.
going on. He's kind of like me. He's coughing. He's sick.
He is being polite in your interactions, but he
White.
he doesn't end up opening. You don't end up getting any information. what is everybody's base intuition score?
Oh no. -1.
1.
Al has a 1 as well, I believe.
Okay. So the three of you with ones realize that this something Vit did or said is something Vit did or
Al, something
said
bad happened.
is
Go ahead.
didn't sit well with this guy, and he's just being polite. He does not like Vit for some reason. He's like, I'm just gonna be polite. I'm gonna get through this job. But he is not having it. And the three of you realize that Vit doesn't, but the rest of
It doesn't
you,
realize it.
the rest of you realize,
This
yeah,
is so good.
he does not like him.
Al, are you back?
I'm gonna take a
What?
malice for the next encounter as my consequence, as the world kind of darkens around you. plus 1.
He
malice.
tried
My God.
befriending. He tried befriending our target along the trip. He rolled poorly, used the hero token, rolled poorly. So now Alex is getting.
Yeah, a 2 and a 3 followed by a 2 and a 3.
Yes.
That's me.
So we're down to 2 hero tokens if anything pops off. But go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, but he's kind of looking at you all like, so do I just knock on the door and go in?
I'm gonna walk up and knock on the door.
Okay.
We'll do it for you.
Yeah, you knock on the door, and a familiar hobgoblin man answers it. You see one Horace Bovary, and he says, very, very good. Oh, hey, doctor. Is this our package? Yep, that's
motion.
The one.
that's me.
Guy come over.
Name's Peter. He says, Peter, pleasure to meet you. Puts his hand out, shakes Peter's hand. Says, come in. Bernard, your payment. One moment. Goes back, grabs some coin. Gives you a big sack. Says, well, pleasure doing business as always.
Hold on. What's the deal with them?
Make a presence check. This is usually a no questions asked situation, so he's curious to see a question, but he might engage with
Little
it.
criminal underworld? Mm-hmm. I give him look at him sternly.
It's not lore, but
Mhm.
I'll allow it.
Presence criminal in the world?
I look at him sternly. Very good. Like I look at him like we don't do kids in this business, and I ignore Vit. All right, never mind. Can I use the
Oh
hero?
no. Oh no.
Just started with 3 hero tokens deep. Let's
I
go.
have no jurisdiction.
Never. You know, I can't
You can
take the
send
hero
it.
token.
Frank,
Hey, you haven't used one yet, Frank.
send your hero token.
Yeah.
Send it.
This one
I
actually.
already
can't
used
be
someone
worse.
else's.
Send it.
I haven't used any for the past 3 sessions. Oh my.
That's why we use the hero
Okay.
token.
Yeah, exactly.
So you ask this question, and in that moment, he kind of looks at you like shocked and confused, and then looking across your party, sees Frederick and sees like a bit of like one of Frederick's eyes is completely bloodshot, and the other is not, and he goes, "Yeah, why don't you come in? It's good for people like you to know what's going on. Come on in."
Poor Peter. He's not rid of me yet.
Peter looks surprised at that. But yeah, you are all led in. This is
Is Bertha in here with us?
Oh shit. I think Bertha is going to keep watch outside.
Okay.
She realizes she doesn't want to know what's going on, and she says, "If it's all right, I'm gonna wait outside."
There you go.
To you, Vit.
Okay.
But
Yeah, that'll be fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
yell if you need me. Don't lock that door. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you head inside. This is a like pretty normal looking kitchen and sort of like living space. But there is a second story, which has a sort of ladder and trapdoor situation going up to it. The interesting thing though is it is a like rope ladder, looks like it could be easily removed. But yeah, he welcomes you in and says, "All right, so Peter, you've been given a briefing of your situations. Yeah, I got it, but well paid, so it's fine. All right, so Peter here is a host, we'll say, to a plant known as Widow's Tear. It's can be used to make poisons when found in the wild, but typically that's just Kinsarti grown. But someone has figured out a way to grow it a little differently. To instead of killing the body, it kind of just tricks your body into, say, going into overdrive, getting adrenaline boosted. It's they're calling it a serum. So if you hear on the streets just, oh, I need a serum or something, that's probably this. Although I heard there might be even a second, not Widow's tier related serum, but basically, a lot of the gangs and even some of the arena fighters are paying top dollar for this. So we had Peter here come in and help us get into the market, and yeah, he's going to be helping us create more of this serum and get some good money. So Bernard, I'll send you some notes on how to deal with the side effects, as you're probably going to be getting more patients since as this gets more popular. But yeah, I might also need your help synthesizing it. But we have a good team, so probably won't need you there. But just again, good for you to be aware of. Watch out for folks on serum. They're also trying to make a version that makes you really strong. It's been lethal in a few tests, so yeah, some mad science stuff going on, but it's paying the bills.
I'll say there were quite a few Taps Chin interested parties on the way here. How under wraps is this?
Clearly not very. I think now that, well, how far did you have to go from the last interested party?
I'll give the general
It's like 2
I don't know
minutes.
the exact, yeah.
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 He says, all right, well, let's hope you weren't tailed. I think generally people are not going to attack us here, but yeah, maybe tonight we move you again, Peter. Peter just shrugs. Okay.
Out of curiosity, horse was it?
Yes.
How long do the effects of serum usually last for?
So that's the weird part, is everybody's messing with the dosage, and so it's kind of, some of them are a minute. I've also heard people are kind of taking it in such a way where it's just non-stop until they run out, which is apparently not good for your body. But yeah, it's kind of the hot new drug on the market, so it's not really tried and true and tested. So I would not recommend it unless you are about to enter a scrap that you think you might not make it on the other side of. So yeah, would not invest in it myself. That's what I can tell you.
Sorry,
And
Alex, I
these-
wasn't sure if I missed
Go ahead.
this. How is Peter related to this? Is it his blood or something?
He didn't fully
the
explain
host.
that. He just said he's a host
Okay, he
to
did,
a
okay.
plant
He-
and didn't
yeah, he just says-
didn't elaborate on the science of it. Yeah.
I look at him like, you will tell the people you sell to send them my way. Yes. I understand we were underpaid for this job. You didn't tell us it was living. So make sure people know to come my way when they need medical attention for this.
Very fair. You have the paper with the address to this building?
Yes,
He like puts his hand out asking for it.
I'll hand it to him.
Okay, he just tosses it into the embers of a fire, make sure that gets destroyed. He says, "Yep, I'll honestly, it's probably convenient. Getting people faster treatment, they're gonna come back and want this stuff right away. So, yeah, that's works for me. Great doing business with you, Dr. Murrow.
Likewise, as always.
So, again, I need to get Peter situated and figure out if we're moving. But you've done me a good service. You've gotten your pay. But anything else I can help you, find folks with?
One more question. You said that this is the result of some experimentation with Widow's Tears, right?
He nods.
There wouldn't happen to be any other results that involve, say, large, semi-sentient plants?
What?
Okay.
Hold on.
Don't worry about it.
I've read something in the papers the other day about like man-eating plant. What is it related to? Peter's freaking out right now. He is sweating worse than he was sweating before, and he's like looking back and forth between you. And Horace like, hold on, where's this line of questioning coming from?
Just curious as to where another similar product was from. And if Peter's starting to panic, I'm going to move my attention to him.
Yeah, Peter hearing that part, I think calms down a little bit because he's just like, oh, wait, what? But Horace is looking like confused and pulls out paper and coal and starts like jotting some stuff down. He says, okay, so you're saying that is the thing I read in the papers what you're talking about?
Probably. It was also out of Kinsarte, if we had to guess.
Huh. And that's also a source of serum?
I'm going to stare at him. He can be the judge.
Okay. Huh. Where and the papers got it right? It was in the Queenswood abducting people?
Yes.
Okay. That is good. I think we should probably move away from the Queenswood then, but and again, maybe there's something useful there. So, huh. All right, you've been helpful. I didn't catch your name. I don't know if I want to, but what do you have?
Frederick.
Frederick. Okay. Good to meet you, Frederick. Well, you've given me more to think about than I had anticipated. And you got a job well done. Doc, I'll keep you in mind if we got any other jobs in this vein, since it seems you're a little. He kind of like looks closely at Frederick and sees like your eye like twitching and bloodshot. It's just closer to this than I would have guessed.
All right.
Well, yeah, I'd love to get you drinks or tea or something, but time for business. So if that's all, then that's all.
Yeah, I think we're gonna hit the road.
All right. Safe travels out there. Hope you didn't get too bloody as he looks at some of the blood on on some of y'all's clothing.
Never.
All right. Well,
I am like drenched in blood, by the way.
because
I
you were
went
like
to 1 HP.
in the melee. Yeah, your own blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and they lets you out the door.
Thank you.
You head onto your wagon. Yeah, Bertha at this point is gonna ask you and kind of like duck down you Vit and be like, "Hey Vit,
Yeah.
why are you covered in blood?"
Not all of it's mine.
Oh, all right. I forget I asked. and Bertha just picks you up and puts you onto the cart and gets going, just shaking her head. She says, "Why don't we stop at a bathhouse on the way home? Just trying to."
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think if you all have time, I'd love to to have you at least come pop in and say hi to Vit's parents. I mean, you don't have to come, Miss Valdrain, but Frederick and Dr. Moreau would love to have you.
Well, I want Miss Karina to come too.
Great.
Might be beneath her.
What? Will you please?
Well, anyways, first you can decide. Let's get to a bathhouse. You're filthy. All of you are covered in blood, so you probably should also deal with this, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Fortunately, you travel probably around the area you went to before, just to not tempt fate. But it's a quick journey to sort of the edge of this area here, where there is a bathhouse. But any other points of order or discussion as you are getting away from dropping off the package?
You can talk
I'll
about.
just go ahead. You go first, Frank.
No, I was gonna say we're gonna talk any more about what's going on with Frederick here, pertaining to their reactions that he had.
Frederick, are you
something we
worried?
need- It might be something we need to fix sooner rather than later. If it sounds different than the serum they're selling, though, which is concerning.
Like you think the serum won't be effective on you?
Well, the serum is the drug. Treatments may not be as
Sorry,
effective.
that's what-
Because
yeah.
It seems to be slightly different.
Um,
There's definitely something going on, and it has to do with something coming out of Consarti, though.
yeah.
Weren't
I
those
didn't
people
realize-
that are sorry?
Go ahead.
Weren't
I
those
was just
people who were
I was thinking, you go. You go.
Krishna, go.
Yeah.
weren't those people who are working for Bernard now? Aren't they from Consarti?
They are.
Weren't they here to do a job, and then that person told them they don't have a job anymore?
That is correct.
That's true.
Should we put two and two together? Because they seem pretty hesitant to
I guess
say
I'll
outright.
go. We should go talk to them. They do work for us now, so
They work for you, my friend.
Yeah, good for you.
that's true. They do work for me. All right. Guess we should look to talk with them tomorrow, or probably the next day.
I need to ask my mother about that shadow at some point. It doesn't need to be now, but you knew my name, which worries me.
I mean, I know your name.
Yeah, but I told you. I didn't tell him.
Oh, that makes sense.
But yeah, let's find a bathhouse.
All right. So, you find a nearby bathhouse. You're able to all. This one does have an entry fee, which is typically worth it. These are a bit nicer. All bathhouses always have the same symbol on the outside of the Stone's Bones, the organization that manages the baths. Most of them have that signature smell of sulfur from the hot springs that feed them. But yeah, you're all able to get some nice hot baths. You're able to get those of you who want can also get some of your clothing cleaned, as it's unfortunately for this city not too uncommon for people who need to get blood off their clothing. But as
Fortunately.
you're all enjoying the baths, Vit, you notice something interesting. Someone sitting on the other end of your bath has a kobold. A white-scaled kobold
No.
has a wing. They have one wing popping out of their left shoulder, and they are just sitting themselves like talking, thinking, mumbling, but they're just kind of like head back, relaxed, looking, and you know without a fact that this is Vezovik's left wing. There is how many one-winged white-scaled kobolds are there in the world, let alone in the city? And he is literally sharing a bath with you. And
I need to get his autograph. But so I just realized Elle bought me clothes, right? They got all their blood on them.
That's true. Yep.
So I have my original clothes.
Yep.
How would I even like get it out here? Would I carry a pen around?
You
Probably
realize
not.
this is the worst moment of your
Place
life
to-
because a bath is the one place in the world where you're probably unable to get an autograph from this man.
What do I do? Wait, what do I do? That's my idol.
Go to the front desk. Ask for a pen and paper. I don't know.
Okay, that's a good idea. I'm gonna go do that. I will go to the front desk and ask for a pen and paper. Excuse me?
Yes, how can I help you, lad?
Do you have a paper and a quill? I'll pay this much. I'm just gonna slap like 50% of my share for the job on the table.
Hold on, young man. Sure, I'll get you. I can't take that much money. Here, she'll take like a gold when this costs like a tenth of that. And it's like, here's your paper, here's your quill. Here's some ink. You keep that. Okay. Let me know if I can help you with anything else. Just looks like absolutely
thank you.
confused.
I'm already gone.
Yep.
I'm already sprinting back to the bath.
Okay, this guy's
It's
got
like,
like a towel over his eyes, just like relaxing and like mumbling to himself. As you get closer, you can hear he is talking about like positions, maneuvers. Like he's clearly playing out some kind of strategy in his mind, and also like slightly mumbling it.
Mr. Left Wing?
Kind of reaches up, moves the towel off his face, says, yeah, it's me.
Yeah, I'm sorry to bother you. Some people say I talk too much. I don't mean to, but can I have your autograph, please?
Oh my god.
I got this from the front desk here. I'm just gonna like thrust it awkwardly at him, like.
Push it towards him.
He says, hold, I assume you've seen my matches?
Yeah, some of them. I'm not allowed to watch a lot of them because my moms are afraid I'll do bad things, but that's okay. But you're my favorite. I'm kind of not really strong or like, yeah. So I like what you do in the match is really cool. I'm not to say that you're not strong, but like you're really smart and like you make the team all do things, and that's what I want to do. And I can't really get a recommendation because I'm not. I don't know, but like, can you please just sign this?
He says, "Oh, asking for autograph in the baths is interesting. So, sit, talk with me. I wanna. I've been thinking through some strategies, and if you've watched my matches, maybe you would have some recommendations, and we can. How's that sound? If you impress me, maybe we'll come up with a way for you to earn that autograph."
Okay. Yeah. I have a lot of ideas. Do you like Sphere? I like playing Sphere a lot. I play with my friend, Dr. Moreau, and Frederick. What's Frederick's last name? Frederick.
Says, I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Frederick's last name.
I do play Sphere. Alex, need to look something up real quick. Because there is a thing I forgot to write down. But you're thinking about Sphere, and he's saying I was about to ask you the same thing, and you get kind of excited for a moment. Like maybe there's a moment where you'll get to play Sphere against your tactician idol.
Right.
And then he says, well, if you play Sphere and you're excited about it, do you play... This is where I'm trying to find the name of the game. He says, do you play the game of War?
Alex, I've ever heard of this before.
You are familiar with it. It is a complex game. It uses hexagonal tiles and modular terrain boards and dozens of different unit types with extensive tables that have like supplies and morale and visibility. It is while Sphere is an abstraction of war, the game of War is a true simulation. Extremely expensive to produce, so it's only played in like probably a handful of locations in the city. So I think you have not had an opportunity to even learn the rules yet, but you've certainly heard about it.
Yeah, I've asked for it for my birthday every year for the past 10 years, and my mom keeps saying no.
Interesting. Here's what I will give you. maybe no need to talk strategy yet. And he writes an address down on the thing. And he doesn't do his autograph. He just writes Vez, V-E-Z. And he says, you go to this address. You show them that you say you got this from me, and you learn yourself some games of war. If you and I show up there and I play. If you can rank up to the top 5, you can challenge me, and win or lose, I'll give you an autograph. How's that sound?
I'm gonna win. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna learn everything I need to know about this game.
All right.
Okay, it was nice to meet you. Bye. I gotta go.
Hold on. What's your name? I didn't even catch your name.
Oh, you call me Vit.
Vit.
That's what everyone calls me.
Pleasure to meet you. Well, I'm Vezovix, and so I'm sure you already knew. But yeah, look forward to seeing you on the other side of a table one day.
Thank you, Mr. Leftwix. Thank you, Mr. Bezovix. Thank you. Bye.
You're very welcome. Krishna, you have unlocked a new downtime activity to grind games for rank.
Oh my god.
So,
Grinding for.
so I will. We can work together on the specifics, but as you reach certain thresholds, events will happen or rewards. But yeah, grinding for rank to hit level 5 to get your autograph is now.
Fuck, this is amazing.
Warhammer 40k is canon.
I didn't even make that up. I read that from. That's why I saying to look up. I'm reading from the book. It says the game of war. It was complex, using hexagonal tiles to build modular terrain boards and featuring dozens of different unit types with extensive tables that factored supplies, morale, visibility. Unlike Sphere, which was abstraction, the game of war was true simulation. Expensive to produce, the game of war was never very popular outside the Academy of Dis, but Thalaska used to train a generation of lieutenants on the art of war. His students and best players led the armies of Dis from victory to victory. Thalaska taught his students that an army must fight. All other things being equal, the army with the most experience wins. And then it kind of goes on. So yeah.
I'm gonna go back to the adults and be like, I need to. Where's this address? I need to go there right now.
We need to get cleaned up. What do you?
I'm clean. I'm ready.
Bertha's
Yeah,
like,
look at your face.
But you're not. It'll be there tomorrow.
Bathe.
yeah,
I
you
need
realize
to
in this
go right
moment
now.
you still have blood on your face that you've not like you see a mirror on the other side, you have blood on your face that you've not cleaned yet because you just cleaned your body and forgot to actually go under the water and clean your face.
You probably scared that poor man.
He's not scared of anything.
He's not scared of anything.
He's a legend. He's not that. He's not scared of me. He probably. I hope he thought I was cool because I had blood.
He definitely did.
Now,
Okay, look,
now
where is-
also think about the moment where you talked to the person at the front desk where you had blood on your face and you asked for pen and paper.
Like, where is it, guys? Come on, I don't know that. Is it on the upper rings?
You
Look
are
at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll take a look at it.
so looking at this address. It is not too far away. It is right here, where I put this ring, just outside the Thalasco barracks, which is
I need to go.
pretty interesting because that would mean that probably some of like the trainers and teachers at the Thalasco barracks probably hang out there.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, my dream is gonna come true. I need to go right now.
Bertha says, well, first you need to... Your moms need to talk to the kind doctor and investigator, so... And I'm sure they'll be happy that you met your idol and got to go, but also we can't just... you might need to get you some nicer clothes if you're going to go up to the 3rd ring.
But if they tell me I can't go, I'm gonna die.
I know.
I'm gonna just lie down and die.
We will make it happen. Also, I saw you try to give a whole pile of money to that lady. Just we'll take that money and we'll buy you some nice clothes and you can go game. You probably need to buy a
Yeah,
rulebook too if you're gonna learn that game. It sounds complicated.
Yeah, I'll look at Vit. I'll be like, Vit, if you want to come up to the upper ring, you this won't do. And I'll just look at you up and down. You need some fine.
Everyone take a
Some
moment to look at
finery.
Vit's token and just appreciate.
Hey, no.
Appreciate what's going on here.
And that was blood all over my face.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point,
And,
Bertha's grabbed a sponge, is like just starting to clean your face off.
And I'll turn to Bertha and be like, as Bertha said, the doctor and the investigator. I'm gonna go talk to my mother while you go. While they meet your mothers, excuse me. Sorry, Fit.
Okay.
Another time. I'll come another time. I promise for dinner, but
Okay.
not this time. I'm sorry. I lost my-
It's like actually forgotten this was happening. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
like I got.
But yeah, we need to bathe. You need a bath, and we need to get you some nice clothes.
Is this much enough? And I'm just gonna put all the money that I have on the table.
This is more than enough.
Bertha's like, please put that away.
Yeah,
Put the money away.
Maybe don't.
who takes care of its money?
It takes care of its money.
Vic gambles it away
Oh my-
very quickly, or
Oh
gives
my
it away.
God.
Vic makes all his money gambling and then
Gives
just gives
away.
it to random
Yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
and buys stupid things.
All right, I'm gonna give the attendant lady a little extra because I want a private room. I don't want to bathe with the rabble. So
Okay. Well, I guess we could just say you've been, just hanging out near everyone, making sure that they're good, and then you go take your private bath. Yeah. That's fine.
yeah.
With your wealth, that is easy enough to accomplish. There's some fine incense burning there to cover up the scent of some of the sulfur. You've got these like luxurious towels. There's some nice candles burning. It's a much more relaxing space than sort of the common area that your friends were taking advantage of. So, what business for the party?
So after we get out, like, so you guys go talk to Vit's mothers, and I'm gonna go talk to my mom, and then where do you want to meet?
Back at the doctor shop.
Yeah,
Back to the
probably
doctor
back in
shop?
my. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
sounds
head
good.
back to my place.
Sounds good, guys. And thank you.
You're welcome.
Frederick, you were saying something, right? Or were you?
I might skip out on this interrogation that's about to happen, if y'all don't mind.
Okay.
What?
Interrogation.
Doctor, you're gonna go meet Vit's mothers?
Come have dinner. But they know. They already know you.
I will go for dinner.
Yeah, Bertha says it doesn't have to be dinner. Truly, it should be a quick conversation and all positive.
I don't trust this. I'm gonna slink away.
She
Good luck,
make
Dr.
a
Vitz.
stealth
Yeah.
check.
She is a powerful woman.
She's
No,
long
no, no, no.
arms.
Like not slink, like try to sneak. Just
Yeah.
kind of like no. It's fine.
We're not
Weasel
doing
out of
this. Yeah.
She's gonna say, please, you'd save them a trip. They're gonna either come talk to you tonight, or they're gonna have you come to them. So truly, you'd be doing us a favor. If you're busy, that's fine. They'll happily come to your home. But
Oh, it's fine. That's fine. Oh.
He's not busy.
Ah, yes. Misery loves company. I see.
You're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yes, yes, yes.
if I have to go talk to his moms, you have to go talk to his moms.
Yeah, we'll work on being doctor. I must go, and I'll just teleport to the shadows and start walking.
Okay,
I'm completely indifferent to your guys' plight. Like, oh, it's gonna be so fun.
Krishna, how lovely is it to play minus wisdom characters? You just
It's
get to do whatever you want.
I'm gonna like look at Frederick glaring at him, and I'm like, "You're very much giving you the like, you're not doing this to me. Not again. Not again. Not this time."
All right, Bertha, lead the way.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if Bertha has a rep, but she is a powerful lady.
You don't know if she is what?
Oh, like a rep, like of how
Like a
many people know
reputation.
about her, but she
I
is.
think she keeps an incredibly low profile. There's
Yeah.
a non-zero chance that Rick would know about her reputation because the people in Fort Minos know her because she
Right.
deals with the Feyfire on a consistent basis, and they see that and they're like,
no.
Mhm.
Different angle. I would have investigated people surrounding Vit and learned of her.
Yeah, that
Saw
makes
her
sense.
destroy a Dark Fae at some point and been like, oh.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you are able to, get dry off, get dressed, feel quite refreshed, and head on over to Vit's home. Um, Vit, if they walk in the like front door of the house part of your home, what would they see in Vit's home?
I'm thinking it's kind of like it's like a decently big building. Like the schoolhouse stuff is like on the side, like with a dividing wall. But so like if you go in, you can go in right, and there's like a school hall kind of thing. But like if you just continue, it's just like like a basic, like a decent house, right? Like not like a hovel or anything. There's like a fireplace. Probably like a couple of tables. Maybe parents hang out there when they're waiting to pick up their kids.
Very good. And at this moment, it is getting to be sort of the afternoon. I think lessons have ended, and so you do see there's like one child just waiting at those tables with your older sister, who is kind of just helping them, going over their homework, making sure they're ready, waiting for their parents to pick them up, and then your two moms are there cooking sort of an early dinner, late lunch for what they expected to be just that group. But they turn to see you all walk in, and your mom. Let me grab names.
Estelle and
You got
Salvatore.
yeah, Estelle and Sally. Yeah. So Sally turns and says, "Oh, hello, welcome. Uh, thank you, either Vit or Bertha, who I guess Bertha, for bringing the doctor investigator. We were hoping to speak with you. Please come in. Would you like some tea, some cookies, biscuits, or just we're
I
actually
want 3 cookies.
Vit? No, I meant or Vit.
I will gladly take. Thank you, miss. I will gladly take a biscuit
I will take a
and
cookie
some
as
tea.
Estelle goes and gets them ready, gives Vit one cookie, and says, "One cookie now, maybe more after." Um, Sally continues, "So I'm sure you're aware, and that children who don't go to barracks are expected to join some sort of apprenticeship or the labor force or the military." uh,
Yes.
and unless there's a sort of a reason not to, um, as a someone who used to work for, let me make sure I get this right, House Yethlnir, and obviously, Estelle here is of House Yethlnir. We know the system quite well. There is actually a form which will get the essentially bureaucrats who are dealing with that to stop coming over and trying to recruit Vit for this, that, or the other thing. So here, it's essentially sort of an apprenticeship or internship form, where we know that Vit comes over often to assist both of you, I think, with some activities. So we're hoping the two of you would be willing to just take a look at this and sign saying you're willing to work with Vit for a number of hours. It also makes it easier for if you need to go on a field trip, go out of the city, then no one is going to question him traveling with you. But Vit speaks very highly of both of you. Genuinely seems to have learned quite a bit. When I don't think he even knows everything he's learned when he's telling stories about some of your adventures and kind of some of the day to day. But yeah, we truly appreciate the time you spent with him, and if you're willing to continue to spend time with him, we'd love to sort of make it official as far as the city is concerned, so they can stop trying to get Vit to become a shoemaker or a fisherman. So, yeah, and they go. Vit, you see these are the papers that you saw your parents were looking at this morning. Puts them on the table and slides them over to Frederick and
Oh.
Bernard.
I'm like struggling to look between the two of you with like, can I? You don't even need to pay me.
And your mom speaks up, says technically you don't. It sounds like you've already been paying him, which we appreciate, and if you can continue to do so, it will help him in his goals. But if you can't, then we totally understand. You both run difficult businesses, competitive.
No, he'll be paid.
So what's my title?
I see no issues here.
What's my title, Dr. Moreau? What can I be the assistant?
Yes, you will be my assistant.
That's
You will
fair.
be the assistant.
The assistant.
I have
Doesn't have
taken
any
no
other
other assistant. You will be the assistant.
Frank, that's an interesting
Can I
question.
be a junior detective?
Say what was Goldie?
Yeah.
No, finish that thought. Junior detective?
I was just gonna ask Frederick if I could be a junior detective. I'm just collecting titles.
I think that would be fine. I think you should work with the good doctor here most of the time, but I'll have something for you from time to time.
Is this like an assistant to the regional manager moment? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm
The most
almost gonna.
assistant to the regional manager.
Like office, yeah.
I'll almost blurt out a dangerous thing I did with you once, and then like, wait, never mind.
Yeah, because you hear everyone in this moment is hearing like, oh shit, Vit shares a lot of information, and both parents are okay with this. Clearly, Vit is good at filtering. So yeah, Frank, who?
No. I'm just going to revise my opinion of his parents.
Frank, who runs your shop when you are out, or do you just put up like a "I'm not here, I'll be back later"?
Sign. I just put up a sign. It's like, I'll be back later.
Okay, I kind of love that. It's just like I'm profitable enough that I can just shut down at any time. It's just making money elsewhere.
I'm gonna have people who are going to be coming knocking at my door for some illicit goods, so, or rather, for some illicit cures.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm gonna be doing all right.
Very good. So do you both? I mean, looking at this paper, it is truly the most boring and accurate and straightforward paper. And yeah, this will get Vit off the records of children in need of apprenticeships.
Yep. That sounds good. I mean, it
Hell,
works
you
here, so it should be fine.
All right. They thank you so much, and they definitely, talk about like, oh, we gotta have you for dinner later, and whatever you need, we're here, and they're like, congratulating you, Vit. Just everyone's very happy and excited, and thankful here. And as you're chatting, the child who was waiting to get picked up, their parents come in and kind of are surprised to see such a motley crew, but don't really question it. And yeah, the rest of the evening is yours. As it is getting the sun is starting to set. Karina, you happen to look out the window at one point, and you are surprised for a moment, and you kind of like look more carefully, but you could have sworn you saw something like shimmer, and at first you're like, oh, that's the sun. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm looking east out the window. There you go, that's the Fey Fire. And you're like, well, no, that's on a rooftop. And so like you swear you saw almost like a sun reflection, and then it moved to another place, and then it moved to another place, and then disappeared. And you're like, I don't see any mirrors, I don't see anything, but like just some thing caught your eye, but can't really explain what it would have been.
Where am I? Like, am I with?
Yeah. So yeah, you did. Oh, right. You did not go to Vit's home. You went straight to your home, right?
Yeah.
Change that. You are looking. You're on your way home when you see this. So you were like, we'll say up here.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
Heading to You just made it to the top here, and you turn back, like looking down at Vit's home, and you notice kind of in the rooftops over here, southeast of the Fey Fire, like, oh, that's weird. And then you kind of like, you know, focus in your vampiric senses. And you're like, all right, not gonna worry about that, and then turn back and head home.
Sounds good.
But anything else in Vit's home before we
Weird,
jump
I'm not gonna
to Karina?
Nothing for me.
Nothing of its home.
Then Karina, you head up into the third level. The guards sort of watching the third level see how you are dressed, may or may not recognize you, and don't even stop to ask you questions. You continue on clockwise past Zarox and head into the Valdrain quarter. I mean, of course, the area, but like, or we'll say Valdrain district, essentially. Heading through the tall, old, ornate, very ornate buildings until you get into the basically like in a cave, covered from the sun at all times, parts of your territory. You pass by some of the Valdrain sort of hench people, guards. As always, some kind of give you smirks, some give you polite nods. There's a variety of reactions to young Karina Valdrain entering, returning from home, especially in the day before the sun goes down. But what do we see as you head to find your mother? What does this location look
Like,
like?
what do you see me doing,
Or
or what do you
what
see
is
like?
what is this? Describe the space you imagine Karina either has to pass through or is in by the time she meets her mother.
I imagine like the Valdrain district's very gothic, like traditional vampire-y. Going up like a big ornate mansion, very foreboding. Going up like winding staircases, going through passageways, and I'll go to like the master bedroom, or the master room, kind of where she like the war room, even where she's like there all the time with gathering intel and stuff like that.
Yeah, you do you come in through the main like double doors to the war room, or do you come in through a secret passage?
I'll come through the main room since I don't think this needs to be a very
Yeah.
uh,
I'm
sneaky
yeah, I'm just
situation.
curious what Karina's vibe is if she's always yeah, you come
Yeah,
in.
no, we're good.
Yeah, you come into the worm, and to no surprise, she is there. And says, "Ah, Karina, my daughter, welcome. How
Uh,
can I help you?"
Hi. I'll give her a big hug first, and then I'll say,
Big hug back.
and I'll just like go through, like, kind of explain everything we've been doing from A to Z, from like the fights we had, the people we fought, the places we went, the information we learned, like quite trying to regurgitate everything.
Yeah, she
And
she
then I
literally like
want to go ahead.
she like moved a bunch of papers over, grabbed fresh paper, and just started like writing it in the very formulaic way that you know exactly how she wants to hear it, and she doesn't need to ask a single question because you two have this down.
Yep. And then I'll explain. Oh, and there was this, and I'll describe the Shadow Commander to a T. Like he called me by last name without me even signifying who I was. So he knows us, or he knows of us.
And so you told that whole part of the story, like, oh, I intimidated them, got them all off my back.
Yes.
Okay. She says, very good. I know you're very skilled with that scythe, and I'm impressed to see you use your skills for intimidation. We're gonna turn off the large city music and see what this is. But yes, I think that. One moment. She goes over to a bookcase and pulls out like sort of a folio of a folder of like papers, and starts rifling through them. It says, I think, and this is where Alex is also going through his notes. Nobility. Valdrain. Here we go. Yeah, she, Tommy, I forget, is your mom... Wait, I'll just read it here, probably have it. No. Okay. Yeah, she is gonna say one moment. Heads down the hall, knocks on a door, and coming back into the room is a, Merrick Valdrain, the sort of master of arms, one who your uncle, and he is carrying a few sheets of paper, and she says, grabs one and puts them on the table and says, "Does this look familiar?" And you see a very rough sketch of the individual you just referenced.
Yeah, that's him. The red mohawk. Yeah, that's him.
She turns to Merrick and says, "Merrick, do you think your niece is ready for a shadow challenge?" Merrick turns, kind of looks at you, looks at her, and like, first with just like one eyebrow cocked, and then kind of smirks and says, "She's young, but I mean, if you're asking, she's probably ready. We got a mission debrief," and she goes and explains what you just explained, kind of looks impressed and says, "Alright, well, I don't see why not. Maybe not the whole list, but if someone knew you by name and they're already a problem for us, then, yeah, a Shao challenge it is." And he hands you the paper, and you see basically before you what you know to be a essentially bounty for a shadow in the world, typically in Obsidia, typically in on the continent. But yeah, your family will often put out these bounties for one shadow to hunt down and kill another shadow. Sometimes it's incapacitate, sometimes it is or like capture, sometimes it is interrogate. But for this one, they just want them out of the picture. This is one Grizz Bentley, and you now have the right to hunt him down.
Chris Bentley. And I'll ask before I start heading out to go to the doctor's apothecary. Any leads, locations, contacts, people of interest, or am I on my own on this one?
I guess we haven't gone through the specifics, but typically we'll give you everything we know, as that will ensure a efficient completion of the task, but sometimes we know almost nothing, so I'm going to withhold these 2 sheets of paper, and he holds up some papers and folds them, puts them away and says, "Do not steal them. Consider that a failure of this challenge, but leave that to you. Find out what his weaknesses are, where he can be found, what his contacts are, how to deal with him. If you need help, if you need advice, I'm here, but I think this, to truly know if you're ready for additional contracts, I want you to start with this challenge on your own."
Understood. Thank you. And like the shadow parchment that she gave me will just kind of like evaporate a bit. Like I got my bounty. Like now it's I don't want to carry around this piece of paper that can like incriminate me.
Hell yeah, I like that a lot.
And thank you.
Gives you a.
I'll be back soon.
All right. Well, always lovely to have you drop in. You get a sort of kind of half hug from your uncle. You get another big hug from your mom, kind of kiss on the forehead, and she says, "Well, hopefully see you sooner rather than later." She gets back to
I can't
her
promise it'll be
work.
done soon. We're busy, and I like it's a good group of people. I'll have you meet them someday soon. There's this little guy named Vit. You have to. He's
Oh, this is still from the mission that your brother sent you on the other day. You're still working with them?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling good. Yeah, I think it's good for me to peruse around the lower levels and find myself a bit. In fact, that's where I ran into this guy. So
Busy,
not at the lowest level per se, but
busy is good. I've known vampires who haven't gone below the 3rd level until they're 100 years old, so I'd like to see. And honestly, we need to keep you out of the limelight up here, as well. I don't need to tell you, so keep doing what you're doing and tell us when you need help.
yeah, I'll find you when I need you.
Let's you go.
Yep. Then I'll head to the apothecary.
Alrighty. So it is getting to be late in the evening. You all question mark? Reconvene at the apothecary?
Don't see why not.
Elle, did you go home first or you went straight to the apothecary?
Wait, did you do your thing? What were you?
Well, I hadn't done something yet, but if I'm
did you
sneaking
plan-
off
yeah.
on my own time, I'm gonna take a walk down to Dockhound and see if the feathered crow is still there.
Interesting. Roll me a d20 on a 16 or higher. It will still be there. I don't care if this is a 2d10 game. We're gonna roll as many d20s as I want.
It is not there.
It is not there. At least you don't see it docked.
Okay. I'll walk on back and go to the doctor's shop.
Okay. Alright. What are y'all doing?
Are we at the shop? Like, are we?
Sure.
Should be.
I'll be there first, waiting for the sign to be unflipped for you guys to show up. And when all 3 of you show up before we go in, I'm gonna say, look, we don't need to do this now, but and I'll like Grizz Bentley. That's the Mohawk guy. In our
Mhm.
travels, he's gotta go. If you catch what I'm saying. So if you hear anything, know anything, you just keep an ear out, okay?
Why does he have to go?
You want to ascend the rings? My family in the highest ring would like it done, so let's say I can put in like, some good words for you if you help me out, you know?
You could say less.
It sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, look, we're not stopping what we're doing just in our travels. If you know, maybe we see him, maybe we find out some information. Who knows? But this
we
is
can
a
kill him,
problem
right?
for later. We have to.
Okay. I'm just making sure, because, the past couple of
Yeah,
times
no.
I thought you were going to decapitate someone, you didn't.
That was
It was sad.
yeah. But yeah, and then we can go into the shop.
Okay. So you all head in. Frederick, you are feeling the adrenaline kind of coursing through. You still haven't taken the time to. You've kind of figured out how you could probably start fully curing yourself of this thing, and you've instead been, correct me if I'm wrong, like coaxing it and kind of keeping it going and nursing it. And you're worried that you could be losing some amount of control, but like it's fine for now, so it's probably will be fine. But you definitely need more research before you can like truly feel like this is something you have control over.
And given the effects described by the individuals at the house, I think I'm just going to go with curing it instead.
Okay. Then on your next whatever whatchamacallit,
Respite.
respite, we can walk through what that will look like. what do y'all do? I, Alex, do not know why you have all gathered here, but you have gathered here.
I'm here to work.
I mean, yeah, was this not?
There's other work. And I mean, this is big picture. We don't have any other real quests lined up, or do we have like?
I have not given you other quests. No, I have hooks that we haven't grabbed yet, but we'll grab 'em. I guess you have one
Okay.
person to murder. That's something you can do, and then I don't
But
know if
that's
there's
like
anything.
I didn't want to derail the whole party for it. It was one of
Sure.
those like.
You also have.
Hopefully, whatever our next task is converges with it.
Yeah. Also, I guess we can talk in as much in player as in character. I think, I fleshed out a little bit more of the world. It's still obviously a ton of Fog of War. Now, or like after the session, could be a really good time to reassess some of your goals and think about if you want to tweak any of the goals, and/or you can just say, hey, here's the thing I want to do. I think one of the weaknesses of this game is prepping combat is hard and time consuming. Until that new book comes out that has like a bunch of encounter tables ready, or I just have to go make a gajillion, which I'm not going to do. But yeah, we can start getting a little bit more sandboxy, especially if we say like we'd often do for L's campaign, hey, we're thinking about going, this is what we hope to do next session. So again, I don't think I've given you like enough to really just be like, well, obviously here's what I want to do. But if there are things that you're like interested in, or like, well, I want to do this next, certainly let me know. Even if it wouldn't make sense for your character to know that. Like, I have a wish list of things for y'all, and if you're like, now's the time, I want to do this, we can do that. Also, how many victories plus experience points does everyone have?
We
7.
have 4 XP, and we have 4 XP banked, and we're at victory 3.
Is that enough
Yep.
to level?
There should be 7 total.
Is 7 the level?
I think it's 10.
I mean, it's
Ten.
not enough to level if you say it's not up to level.
Well, I
That's true.
want to try to go with the
Wait, the
rules
bar.
as written. What did you say, Frank?
I thought it was to fill a bar.
Oh, if there's a bar there. Then
No,
it's-
this says like 15. Well, the bar is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This bar's like 20. I don't think it's 20.
You can
victories
just
level,
not
but-
consume the victories. And you would start the.
Yeah.
That'd be a weird encounter starting with that many victories.
Oh yeah. Okay. A hero's victories convert to experience when they are finished. Rest experience permanently
Because
increases the hero's
roughly-
capabilities while they increase in the level. Click on level. Hero advancement. Okay. So
That's the easy, medium, hard, right?
let's see.
Or quick, medium, hard, long, or something. There's like a bunch of tables, right?
My brain thought it was 10, but that could just be
In
anything.
standard
Random
games,
synapses
let's
firing.
see. The heroic advancement table shows exactly how much experience you need to advance from one level to the next. The amount of experience you gain is cumulative. Oh, geez, it's 0 to 15 for first level, 16 to 31 to second, 32 to 47, 48 to 63, 64 to 79. So, I guess that is also something to talk about. Like, we have played several sessions. We're still level 1. The game intends for you to be doing 15 victories per level. We'd also talked about we want to keep the world like feeling kind of dangerous all the time. So if we want to speed, I don't think we'd ever slow down level advancement based on what y'all have requested, but if we want to speed it up, we should certainly think about, do we want to do like 2/3 or half, like, or
How much, like, when you go to level 2, like, how much health do we get? Like, how much stronger is a level 2 character than level 1? So I guess is what I'm trying to ask.
quite a I'm not sure.
Is it quite a bit? I wasn't sure if you just get like 7 health and an ability, or
HP
you get like.
perks. Well, it's one whole thing of health, whatever your recovery number is, right?
You get a recovery's worth of health.
I think so. Where's the
We
sheet?
can look. So for example, this is not what I wanted.
Adjusted double speed. Well, let's like, if you think on average, like, so Alex, right now we're getting about 3-ish, like 2 to 3 victories per session.
Mhm.
When the game becomes way more open, do you see that being the case, or are we
It's a
gonna
very good
go
point.
not get set? Like,
Yeah, I have no idea.
because that's gonna dictate how I feel.
Yeah.
Because when the game opens up a lot, I imagine we're gonna be doing a good amount of traveling and like stuff, and that might
That
not
doesn't
be
necessarily-
victories.
I was saying that doesn't even like mean more victories per session. That might be less victories per session.
That's what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying. Like for now, we're getting a good amount because we're getting like a combat or 2 per session and doing a thing. But when the game opens up and we're like, we want to go to the Goblin Town,
Mhm.
I can't imagine we're going to be getting a lot of victories quickly. But I don't know.
Well, I think
That's
I think it
more of
also
a
depends
question
on
for
what
how teams see it.
people want. So again, we don't necessarily need to answer that tonight, but I think people should think critically about like, hey, is it like this game's crunchy enough? I don't want to be doing homework every month to level up my character, or is it like, nah, I want to. If I can level up every fourth session, I absolutely want to do that. Um, so
Leveling up
something
once
to
a
think
month
about.
is actually a decent rule of thumb for me, but I don't know if that's like how you guys feel as well.
Because then that'd be
I'm
like
I
not
got no
like
idea
a
what the
big
pacing for this is supposed to be either.
right.
So
Well, the pacing as we're seeing it is like, if it's yeah, I think you're getting about like supposed to get about 2 to 3 XP per, or I should say victories per session if you're running like a 2 to 4 hour session. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I think it would be, if we're playing with the exact rules as written, 15, like, to get to level 10 might take us like 2 years. Um, which seems like a lot if we're when you put it that way. So, I don't know.
Well, that's why I thought a level up every 4 weeks, which is roughly once a month, is
Mhm.
like that's 10 months of the campaign, right? Or like a little more because we're
Right.
going to hit 10 and do because you said you want to go 1 to 10, right? And then do something at 10 probably. So
Yeah, I'll at least
that's a roughly a year. Like how long was L's campaign?
like 40 something
Uh,
sessions.
yeah, it ended up being like
It's like
time-wise
10
like a
months,
year and
right?
some change, but we had a bunch of breaks in the summer. So
Yeah, because
Right.
Ultimate gets in the way. Well,
Yeah.
here's an interesting
and
question.
just leave in summer.
Yeah, that maybe people don't need to answer right this second, but if I look at everything and decide I want to do double speed, would anyone feel like they would regret that or be against that, or would anyone be like extra excited about that?
Uh, I'd be fine with it,
It'd
especially
be fun.
since like I mean this is another thing is like this is a world too. So like
Right.
even if you do, hey, I want to level up fast, and like it's a 10-month campaign, be depending on what we do or whatever the fuck you want to do. When we run it back in like a year, we can just play different things in this world.
Sure.
And it's
I mean,
like,
also if we get TPK'd,
you know what I mean? Like,
we might decide to re-roll at a certain level.
yeah. Like, I guess what I'm saying is I don't want this world to just be for this
Sure.
like campaign. Like, especially if it's it's going to be an emerging story depending on what happens. Like,
Christian, what were you gonna say?
I would just say like leveling up in this game doesn't maybe my class is different, but like it seems actually pretty easy. Like
Okay.
you don't have a ton of hard choices every time. Like I used to dread leveling up into D&D, but this is really not that bad. So from a crunch standpoint, I really don't think like a fast leveling pace would be bad. But at the same time, I really just want you to control the pacing because like I'm having a lot of fun at the level 1 character. The nice thing about draw steal is it doesn't really matter. Like you can do cool things at level 1. So I don't feel like a burning rush to level up, but if you sort of think like, hey, some of the stuff I want to run makes more sense for like level 3s than level 1s, like you can kind of get us there, right? I think it's mostly just what you think is going well for kind of the stories you want to tell, the content you want to make, whatever, right? Like I think I really just want to leave that in your hands. I don't have strong opinions.
Okay. I think what I'll probably do is let it ride for a little longer as intended and just kind of get that feel that the book intended. And knowing me, there will probably be some levels that I cut because it's like, okay, well, I don't love these monsters or love those or whatever. Because like I have certain things I planned for like level 3. I don't really have anything planned for level 2. So we'll see. But okay, that all helps.
It also definitely looks like level 2 is not much. 3 is new way to spend resources, and then 4 is stats and whatever your primary stats are. So it's not like there's that much of a power jump except for the HP.
It sounds
By
like the
looks
game
of
doesn't
it.
even get that much harder. Like in D&D, you're like, I have a gajillion spells. How I remember what spells to do. But in this, it sounds like you.
you just have more stuff you can spend your resource on. It's
Yep.
not
More
necessarily
expensive stuff in particular.
Like if you start
right,
as a
but
level,
even then, That like those are not necessarily like, at least from what I've looked at, like a level 9 ability isn't just categorically stronger than like a 5 cost. Sorry,
Sure.
a 9
Especially
cost
per-
ability. It's different.
Yeah, especially per the point investment either. Like,
Exactly. Like coup de grace is going to be my best single target move for the rest of the campaign, no matter what the hell I get. You know what I mean? So it's like
I guess
I'll have to like the other stuff will just be utility.
that is something
it also
interesting.
hit like
is
2 harder at 8, which, you know.
level 1 might also feel extra weird because you run out of recoveries faster and take more respites, but maybe at higher levels you just carry on and you're sitting at like, 6 victories and just like, let's go, let's party.
Yeah, well,
Get
it's
crazy
just I don't know.
fights.
Like, so if a monster right now can hit me for 12, which is
Mhm.
like a little over a third of my health, when we're level 10, does a monster still hit me
Oh,
for a
that's
third
true.
of my
No,
health,
they
or is it tickling me?
they
I don't know.
they
Like,
do hit harder, if I recall correctly. I mean,
if it's all proportional, then we're gonna be taking the same amount of rest.
yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Okay. Yeah, may have to do some more research, but yeah, we'll let it ride as is now. But then, yeah, either in character or out of character, what would our party be doing next? Or do we time skip until I throw a hook at you?
I mean,
the
if we're
short term-
resting, I'm going to fucking grind for rank.
Well, I don't know if we're respite. Like, do you guys? I don't. Does anyone need to actually respite?
I have
don't.
like 5 recoveries.
Yeah, I have 5 recoveries as well. I feel like we can carry on a little longer.
I don't
but
really need to respite right now.
Let's just look for the guy and kill him.
Do you wanna look? I'll turn to the group and say, do you guys? I mean, do you have anything else on your
Let's
plate?
look
We
for the
can, we
guy.
can hunt this guy.
No, yeah, let's kill him.
I'll like your gusto.
I'll shrug.
Yeah,
I can also just go wherever I want now.
true.
Yes,
Alright,
you are in our possession now.
Well, thank you guys. And again, you help me, Dr. Moreau. I'll put in a good word for your
You say less.
What about me?
fit.
Well-
Frederick, take care of him.
Where I go as the assistant, you might be following.
Right. The upper ring sounds kind of boring, though.
I
Very
look at you. I'm like, you want. I will assure you, you will want nothing but boredom at my age.
At your age, you're old though.
I just yearn for a happy life, a simple life.
And I guess I'll turn and say, so my mom basically didn't give me any leads, but he seemed like a criminal. Maybe we could go to some seedy locations and prod for information.
Yeah, sure. I mean, like they tried to put a hit on us, right? Maybe we can ask about that.
That's true. We want to be careful about the questions we ask of it, but yeah, I'm with you. I think we gotta uproot the seedy underbelly here and see what we know about this guy, because he knew me.
I can ask my sister. Maybe she knows something.
True.
I think we need an
Frederick, you might
information
know.
broker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Frederick, you might know something.
Likely.
How do you go about tapping into your various networks to... Here you go.
I would contact people at Docktown, as that would probably be my primary go-to for information, or any. I guess I would probably have connections with. I'm blanking on his name. The guy we just did business with.
Horace.
Yes, Horace. So, think that could be places that I would look into anyway.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go talk to the guy who refused to give us the location of his brother. I forget his name. I think it was something
10 toes or whatever. 10
10
fingers.
foot. I want to go talk to him and see if he knows anything. That's what my character's gonna do.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go
I can
ahead.
go for it. You want to?
Yeah, go ahead. No, you can go. It's fine.
I'll go and I'll go attempt to find him.
Okay. Control F. Benji. Okay. So, yeah, not too hard to find, as he is where you last saw him. He's actually sitting outside on a bench near that hostel. Appears to be waiting for someone.
I'm gonna go up to him and like whistle to make sure he recognizes me.
Well, hello, Karina, was it?
He was charmed, and I'm gonna take out a coin purse and be like, "Look, I need your silence and your information."
Uh, okay.
And somewhere quieter, maybe.
Uh, yeah, quieter. Give me, like, just, can we wait like an hour? Or, like, 20 minutes? I'm kind of in the middle of something.
That's fine. I'll go sit in the shadows waiting for him.
Okay. He kind of like, does he see you?
Up to you. I don't know. Can you see in the shadows?
Yeah, I
like
guess
that?
are you're intentionally trying to go somewhere he can't see you, but you can see him.
Yes.
Easy enough. You do that. He's kind of like occasionally looking into the shadows, and you're like, he can't see me. But eventually, a dwarven woman, reasonably well dressed, shows up. Hands him a. I guess you can't really see from your angle. And then he hands her something, and she walks away.
I'll poof in when I see her completely gone. I'll be like,
Fuck.
uh,
Hello.
so, hi. And I'll look at the dwarf well dressed. I don't recognize this well dressed dwarf at all. Like,
Oh, you
from my
poop in
circle
before
of life up
she
there.
has
No, I want
okay.
her gone. I want to know if I recognized her from when I was spying.
Make a intuition or not intuition, reason roll.
Okay. Is criminal underworld society or culture going to help
I'll
here?
take society. We love a society roll in this Discord.
Oh yeah. 2 bonus from society. 16, tier 2.
Tier 2. With a tier 2 result, hold on, write something down.
I'm not looking for her whole history. I'm just like, this is
Yeah,
Mr. or Mrs.
you
whatever. They
definitely
do this.
do not recognize her, but from her garb, you can assume she is from the third ring. You tier 2, tier 2, tier 2. And you're guessing there's a non-zero chance that she's a member of the Stone's Bones.
Doing business with more third ringers?
Aren't you a fourth ringer?
Yes.
But yeah, you know how to read your people. You shadows sure are something. Can you
Mhm.
teach? Is that easy? How long did it take you to learn that?
Like, I'm assuming he's talking about me shadow stepping in and out
Yeah.
all the time. The family secret, my friend. I'm sorry.
I know how that
I don't
is.
know if you'd survive it, and I'll eye him up and down.
Say
but anyway, and I'll
less.
jingle the coin purse. I will make it quick and easy. We'll go to like an alley or something.
Sure.
I'll be like, so, Grizz Bentley, and I'll describe him to a T. Locations, friends, family, anything you got.
Yeah. I know he runs a gang of thieves on this level. South of the Queenswood is where they're based out of. I think they operate a lot of their pickpocketing and whatnot, kind of around sort of south of the Bard's College. So they're of this ring, if you would. That's all I got off the top of my head. I can get specifics if you give me day and a half.
I'll nod. Yeah, you can get that information. He might be dead by that time, but please do work on it. And
Okay, I don't love the idea of investigating someone while they're being murdered. How much you
you'll
paying?
be okay. For more information?
Yeah, well, first he holds out his hand expecting payment for what he already gave you.
Yeah, I'll give him the little coin purse and be
Okay.
like, here you go.
Thank you. Double this for more info?
Depends how good the info is. I need to know if I
Getting
can
there.
catch him en route, alone, weaknesses.
What? If you're gonna like looks around, make sure he's not overheard and being like set up. He's like, if he might be missing in 24 hours, I don't want people to know that I was looking for him.
Understood.
So this is like
I get it.
extra risky. Why don't
No.
make a persuasion or presence check for this.
Okay. Presence, nothing else.
If you have any sort of like
I've got
persuasion,
lie. I've got lie, intimidate. I have persuade.
yeah, persuade is good.
I'm spending that
Yeah.
thingy.
Okay, okay. Is that our last
Is this
one?
the last? I think it is the last.
Yes.
Okay,
Two.
2-2.
Okay, good. He says, all right. If you're paying another one of these bags, I'll put my feelers out. Otherwise, it's gonna be less than that. I'd rather you come back to me if you're stuck in 2 days.
Yeah, I can do it. Again, but I'm not looking for just anything. I really just need to know if you know a schedule. You know where I can catch him off guard. You know I can catch him without his goonies. You know where he sleeps. Anything like
Schedule.
leading to making
Sleep.
things easier. But again, if you can't find it, I understand.
Yeah, schedule.
And again, if you help my family, good things happen. So
Schedule and sleep we can do, assuming it's regular. I don't want people knowing I'm asking, so I'm gonna do it myself. See what I can do.
okay, thank you.
Thanks.
What's that over there? And then when he looks over, I'll teleport away.
We're gonna see. Does he look? I think a 50-50 shot. I think on the highs he doesn't look. He doesn't look. He knows what you're doing, and he knows this game.
Teleport anyway. Yeah.
Yep. God, you can if
Alright.
you chuckle, if you don't teleport too far away, you can hear him chuckling as you do that, and kind of tosses his coin purse, catches it, and heads off into the city.
Yep. I'll be right back while you do Bernard's.
Bernard, what does your info searching look like?
I think I would end up if I'm doing Docktown.
Mhm.
I would probably go to. Let me pull up the map, pull up the page, and zoom out. I'd probably go to like either here or like the edge of Docktown. I don't particularly ever want to go back
Sure.
in full. So I would likely go on the edges here. Probably send a little bird or send a note to say that or to my like contacts to note that I'm looking for work or that I'm open for business, quote unquote. I would probably use terminology like open for business to be more discreet about it. And hope that I would be able to get some information that way. I don't know if I have a designated contact that I would go to. I imagine I would. I'm not coming up with a name.
Sure.
So I would think I'd have a designated contact, but I
So
don't really know.
Yeah,
if that would make sense or not.
that's plenty for me to ask questions about. So one is, when you say I'm open for business, is that a call out to an organization to send someone to you to answer your questions, or is that a I'm on my way, make sure someone is ready for me when I get
That's
there?
more
to answer my
on
questions?
my way.
Okay.
That's all more on my way.
Okay.
I would certainly be likely to not. I certainly wouldn't want to be walking around Docktown looking for work. There's more of a you come meet me.
Okay. Yeah, and that usually works. I mean, earlier this week at the Rusty Goose, you did a similar thing. You sent something in that area, you walked into that neighborhood, someone came to you and said, hey, you're needed in the Rusty Goose. You went over and did the thing. So this is a normal thing for you. And there's runners all over town that will run messages. It's a pretty trusted system, even with all the various blackmails and whatnot. Yeah, you give them an address, you flag down a runner, or walk over to we're supposed to be have them send a message along. And by the time you make it over the Obsidian Way, there is someone basically standing right there, and just sort of as you take a step off of the bridge leading over the Obsidian, someone just walks in lockstep with you and says, "Doctor, can I get you a drink?" You turn to see
So would be more than willing to sit down.
there's a human woman here, about 6'2", in dark clothing, probably and said doctor, knew your name. Looks to be your informant.
Okay. Yeah, I would obviously sit,
You
have a drink.
yeah, they walk you into one of the normal places. It's extremely unlike the Rusty Goose, is extremely loud in here. Loud is good if you're trying to have a quiet conversation in the corner. And you'll notice the corners tend to be empty. It seems like this is a place for people to blow off steam, but also people know to leave the other spaces available for people to do business. So yeah, you head on in. The person you're with actually pays for a pair of like cheap drinks and sets up in that corner and says, "All right, Doc, how can I help you?"
My crew and I are looking for a bit of work, jobs of sort. The standard. Just did that. I'll bring up how we just finished that job for I forget his name.
Your contact.
Horace.
Yeah, Horace.
Yes.
Looking to have something lined up for. Looking to have something lined up for us going forward. So.
Okay. Does I should say any anything in particular? Any strengths you wanna put out for us? This is a group of. I heard about that. Sound like an escort mission. Sound like it got bloody. So I assume you've got some combatants in your crew.
Yes, I think as usual. It's myself, Frederick, that little urchin boy who's my assistant, and we now have an upper ring vampire.
Oh. So nighttime missions only then?
No. It seems like they were capable of going in the day.
Bernard.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, we can get you something. As early as probably not tomorrow, but maybe the day after. We can get you something. In town only, or you got time to travel?
I would have time to travel, but if we're leaving town, the arrangements should probably be made.
Sure. Yeah, that's good to know. Always appreciate you and your work, and good to know you've grown your crew to 4. Yeah, we'll get you something. Drop it off at your place, or we're kind of close to the investigator, so we might drop it there if there's any funky business going on. But yeah, we'll get you something. If not tomorrow, then the next day.
Okay. Perfect.
Alright. Anything else I should know before we get you the work, or any info you need while you got me?
Well, we might want to discuss a fee, but once we hear the job, we can discuss that.
Yeah, I mean, some of the things will be...
Having a vampire on staff might increase the going rate, I would think.
Well, if you're saving a cat in a tree, we're going to pay you to save a cat in a tree. But if you're going out of town for a week, yeah, we'll be sure to compensate you.
I don't follow. I mean, if it's a cat in a tree, we'll just take it. We'll get the cat down, but she'll be going up there in style, so I would expect to be paid for such.
All right, all right. Well, if that's all, then stay and enjoy your drink. I know I will, and then get right to work on getting you your job.
Thumbs up.
She'll grab her drink and start heading around the bar, and literally just like there's people like singing and dancing and like arm in arm, like being loud and like clearly super drunk, and then she walks over and like taps on the shoulder and says like gives like a come here, and they just like instant sober up, head on to a different corner, start talking. Clearly a lot of this this environment is an act, is a ruse to make sure there is space to do what you're doing. All right. Head on home.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Vit or Frederick, anything you're doing during this time?
I'll should go first because I'm gonna have to bargain.
Oh.
I'm going to go see about talking to one of my contacts at the constabulary.
Okay. So you're going straight from Vit's home to Fort Minos?
The doctor's office to...
Oh yeah, sorry.
Probably not Fort Minos, like wherever they hang out after hours is where I'd look.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's a few different places. There is one, just outside Fort Minos. There is one, actually literally like across, the street from you, like west of you, basically like a few houses down from where Bernard was, and then there is one closer to the Defenders Fort where there's a bit of mingling amongst the like guards and military, if that makes sense.
I'll hit up the one that seems most likely. So let's just go with the one by Fort Minos.
Okay. Write some down. 3. Okay. Yeah, so you head on over to, walking past the Fayfire, walking past Fort Minos, and head into a tavern, which is pretty, full here. Lots of, people in here. About a third of the people in here are Minotaurs. And about 80% of them are clearly town guard of some sort.
I'm gonna look around. Do I find my guy?
You do find your guy. Grabbing their name from your backstory, Frederick. Wait a minute. I think I already have it in my session notes. I do. You find one.
Guys in the session notes. Now I'm concerned.
You find one Borton Minos, who is what? Hold on. Anyways, yeah, you find Borton Minos, a Minotaur man of the House Minos, who has been your contact for quite some time. Hasn't spotted you yet, but you've spotted him.
Is he sitting down somewhere where I can sit next to him, or is he somewhere else in the room?
Yeah, he's sitting up at the bar, and he's chatting with a Minotaur woman, but she like finishes her drink, says goodbye, and starts walking away. So that both seats on either side of him are now open.
I'll take the seat that the Lady Minotaur just vacated.
Says, All right, Frederick. They call you Rick or Frederick? What's
They call me Fred,
Fred? Okay. Hey, Fred.
just
Indeed.
to add to the confusion.
Hey, Fred. Good to see you. You got my note?
Did I get his note?
No.
I'm gonna look at him. No,
Oh.
was it something important?
You haven't checked your mail? I mean, kinda. I mean, well, I just let you know there was the this morning came by, dropped by a note. Apparently there's hopefully didn't bother your day at all then. There were some rumors of a dangerous weapon coming in through Docktown today. I was just telling you to stay safe and keep an eye out. Let me know if you hear anything. I assume you didn't hear anything. You're here for something else?
Here for something else. I'm looking for some information, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Nothing for you to be concerning yourself about too much, but just just what you know about.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Have you heard of Alex? What's his name? I didn't write it down.
The guy you're
Assassin's
trying to
name.
murder?
Yeah.
Grizz Bentley?
Have you heard of a Grizz Bentley?
I think I have. He's a shadow trained individual. Got into something or other. I think he had a bounty and it got cleared. If I'm not mixing him up with somebody. Does that sound right? He's a shadow?
That sounds about like the guy I'm looking for. You wouldn't happen to know where he hangs out?
I think he's up on the second level. Yeah, I don't. I could look into it if it's of use to you. Trying to make a deal with this guy. It's kind of bad news.
Yeah, he's well, I'm not sure what kind of deal is going to be made, but he seems to have offended some very interesting people. So
Hmm. Okay. So I probably should not be pulling his records in any official way.
yes,
Okay.
just leave that in the dark.
All right. Well, yeah.
Second level, you said though, right?
Yep. Second level, as far as I remember. Again, I could be mixing him up with somebody else, but it's a pretty weird name, and aren't that many shadows running about. I hope so. Yeah, you didn't hear anything about some big to-do today? Some kind of weapon out of Docktown?
Nothing about a weapon out of Docktown.
Monka.
Make me a
Not a lie. Not a lie. Not a lie.
Ooh.
Not a lie. He's not a weapon.
Yeah, make me a deception check with a double edge.
Whether he isn't a weapon.
I notice I have no hero tokens remaining. How could this have happened?
How did this happen?
We played
Fuck
too long.
them. Just roll it.
What am I making? Deception,
Yeah, he's
lie,
worked with
lie,
you a
and
lot.
presence.
Yes, and you have a double edge on this. It is
Good.
hard though. So you want a tier 3 result.
I got a tier
Okay,
2
good.
result.
That's tier 3.
No, it's a tier 2 because that's
Because
an
you
11.
double edge it, right?
That's 11.
Oh, no.
You had, wait, because you had your skill already, right?
Bonus 2 from the skill, minus 1 from. Wait, is it intrigue? It's not intrigue. It'll be a tier 2 result.
Okay.
Total at the end. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. He says, "Look, Fred, if you don't, I know if you got people paying you to not say stuff, but if there's dangerous things moving through the city, that's the kind of stuff I have to know. I gotta keep people safe."
Listen. Not a weapon.
Then something
Not your
else?
problem.
All right. So you can guarantee me that whatever got moved today is not dangerous to the people. Not a weapon.
Oh.
Not a weapon.
Just big sigh. Like drinks a bit of their drink and is like, All right, Fred. I know you clearly can't say more, so I'm not gonna press you. But if it ends up being something I should be aware of, please tell me.
I'll bring it to you.
All right.
I'm gonna look into it a little further on my own too, just to make sure.
Okay, yeah, I know you're thorough, so I'll glad. Not surprised to hear you got mixed up in all that, or already figured out what it was, but glad to hear it's not a weapon. And I'll drop it for now.
On a lighter topic, you happen to know where the Snowman Gang happens to hold up?
I think they're all over. I don't think we've ever tracked down a official headquarters. I think there's been rumors of who's in charge a few times. I don't have that memorized. That's something I'd have to pull records on. But no, they're literally everywhere. They even end up in the third layer sometimes because the noble kids love some of the better performances. So they're everywhere. Why, you have some trouble with them? Wait a minute.
Well, Steffi Bootbottom used to be in charge. You might have heard about that business down by the Fayfire?
Did hear about some gang violence. I didn't look into it yet. What, you're saying snowmen got crap kicked out of them?
Yeah. I just want to have a chat and make sure that business is business.
From my understanding, they're pretty well connected. If you just find one on the street and make it clear you're not there for a show, maybe toss them a bigger coin than they'd expect as a tip, should be able to start a conversation and guide you to... I don't think they all know each other, but, you know, we believe they work kind of in cells or smaller teams, so you should be able to work your way up with enough coin and kind praise.
Good to know. Now, I know I'm pushing my luck here, but I got one more. But this one's on the up and up, and you don't need to be hiding anything, and it's not time sensitive, if that's good.
All right.
Can I get a list of pirates that have been active in the last 6 or 7 months?
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
that's great. If you're digging into pirate stuff, not my usual circle, but
Yeah, but you got access.
oh, no
You can
problem.
Go
No
look
one's
around,
gonna-
pull some documents for me.
no one's gonna question that. Yeah, if you'll actually read my goddamn letters, yeah, I'll drop you a letter. If I don't get pulled into some paperwork tomorrow, I should have time to get you that tomorrow.
Thanks. I owe you. If you got something you need done, you just let me know, all right?
Will do. Yeah, will do. They think like as though he thinks as he's like thinking on something. I was in character, forgot what you asked me. You said 6 months of pirate activity?
Yeah, like the last half year of pirate activity. Just anybody of note, things that have happened, people involved, list of crews. You understand what I'm looking for here, obviously, but
Yes.
just kind of trying to go about it sideways.
Yeah, they like you told him 6 months pirate activity. He knows what you need. He knows like he knows what will be useful for you, whatever you're trying to do, and he's assuming it's either gonna help. he tends to think that yeah, you're in it for yourself, but also like you've genuinely given me useful information when there's actual problems. So yeah, he trusts you well enough here. And he also thinks about it. Seems
He's also
seems
just
like
not
he
going
might
to see a
have another job.
downside here.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. He asks if you're gonna buy him a drink, as he's just
I
finished
will
his
buy
drink.
him 2 drinks.
All right, that's my guy, Fred. All right. So
In fact, I'll
how's
order
business?
him a drink, I'll order myself a drink, and then I'll not drink it and eventually leave. But how's business?
Yeah, just
Business is fine. Things have been a little weird lately.
weird. Good.
Just
weird,
feels
good.
weird.
Hmm.
Everything just feels weird. Maybe you keep on the lookout, all right?
And is your eye okay? You're like kind of
Yeah, it'll
Water up
get
there.
better. I'm having a doctor look at it later.
All right, good. Don't wanna lose that vision early. You gotta, especially with a job like yours.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I will have a job for you then. So I'll see if I can. I don't know. We'll get to it. And so yeah, you just enjoy some time chatting idly. But anything else of note in that conversation before we move to
Nope.
our bargainer? All
I'll
right.
eventually leave with my drink untouched, and he will have a second drink.
As you get up, he chuckles and slides your drink over in front of him. All right, Borton. Let's you go. Vit, where do we see you in this
Okay.
evening?
I am gonna go wandering around because I don't really know what's going on. But it's like, sometimes things work out. Things work out for me when I want them to. So like, go probably just chill in the slums. I'm not really scared of anything. So I was thinking I might go to like some gambling areas just to hear what's going on. Go try to get some money. Uh, the bargaining is I want to roll gambling because both I'm going to be gambling like in person to like chill at casinos or the equivalent, but also like that's literally the attitude I have towards this, where it's like, oh, maybe something good will happen. I'll take a chance.
So you're going gambling, and character feels like almost like Harry Potter with the Felix Felicis. Like, I got a good feeling about this. Like, I'm gonna find like something good is gonna happen if I go here. So you're just trying to find not just cash, but like opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Clear. Yeah, I think you can roll either presence or reason, or even the wisdom one. But I think you have a minus in that.
I will not be choosing to do that. I have two in reason
Gambling.
and present, so I mean we could just take whichever. I'll just
Yeah.
roll reason for
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
No hero tokens, bro.
No hero token. It's okay,
Spent.
but I do get a skill, right?
You said gambling?
Yeah, gambling. Yeah, I have gambling as a skill.
Gambling's good.
It would eat all the hero
That's
tokens.
my last one.
Oh.
All right, that's where it's been.
Okay.
Things work out.
Things just work out. I'm checking your backstory and we're grabbing something. Hold, please.
Oh no.
So. Okay. I think what would make sense is you end up at one of the nicer gambling establishments. You have I think first of all you realize like you're on your way to walk into one and you see all these fancy people walking by and you look down at your clothing and you're like, right. I need to buy better clothing. Fortunately, there are nice clothing shops in the entertainment district to solve that very problem, where someone's like, "Oh, I need to be better dressed to go into here." What is the one? Does Vit take this opportunity to go buy some nicer clothes? And two, if he does, what does they look like?
Yeah, definitely, but Vit doesn't know anything about this, so he's just gonna like try to capture Karina's vibe to like a horrible outcome. He's gonna be like, Karina's the most the most noble person I know, so I just
like
want to
all
like
black.
do that. It's like black and like.
Do you just make the call and say here's what I want, or do you get help from the shopkeep?
I'll get help, but like all my descriptions will be like very Valdrain coded, right? It's like black and it's fancy and like the fabric it had like all these little patterns in it and all that kind of thing, right? Like that's my understanding of luxury.
Yeah, they will get you something, and they're like, oh yeah, I can get you this in 20 minutes, but if you want all that, it's gonna be like 2 days from now. So they can, or you can try on for the cheaper price the sort of like 20-minute alteration, and then you could bring it back if you wanted sort of more done to it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get out of here as quick as possible. So if there's something that they say, I'll ask them. Hey, is this fancy? Like, am I allowed to go into this place if I have this?
They look at it and they kind of like measure you up and say, "Well, yes, I'll need to adjust the sleeves and the hem the bottom for you, but then yes, you'll be able to get into most, if not all, the entertainment districts, casinos, whatever you want."
Perfect. Yeah, that sounds great then. I'll take these, please.
Alright.
And I'll once again probably provide a completely unreasonable amount of gold.
Yeah, you put that down and they're like, they measure it out and they get you that and they're like, ah, thank you, and they take like a tenth of the gold you put on the table, expecting like, what do you like, what like, yes, this is how much I need, thank you, like, and yeah, you have a like all black, pretty fancy set of attire, missing the sort of embroidery extra bits that you wanted, but yeah, you feel like you're feeling pretty stylish.
Karina, when we're out, do you tip the staff? Like in
Yes.
vision? Like, is that like a behavior I would learn?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll be like, I'll give her an extra gold and be like, I'm supposed to do this too.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate you appreciating good
Surprise.
service. Very good. Have a good evening and tell your friends about my shop.
Oh, sure, I will. My name's Vit. Bye.
But like they go to introduce themselves, the door's already shut.
Just slam the door.
So, I think you would show up. Fast forward a bit. You're at a table. You're at a high rolling place that doesn't know your name, doesn't know that you have ungodly levels
Not
of luck,
banned.
and you're not banned from yet. But
Yeah.
sitting and as you're gambling, you get a bit distracted because the person sitting behind you keeps saying interesting things to their companion. You overhear something about Fae. You hear something about summoning. You hear something about Fae fire. You hear something about destruction. Like someone is talking about things that are. For a second, you think they're talking about you, but then you realize they're probably not. How much do you split your attention between your game and this person?
I think I'd probably be listening more closely to that. Like, gambling to me is just sort of whatever, right? Like,
Sure.
I don't even care about the outcome. I'm probably just like spacing out and listening.
Yeah, I imagine then you like lose a ton of money, and everyone's like super excited to have you at your table, and then you just gain it all back over the course of your time here, and they're just like losing their minds. But yeah, you hear this person, and you kind of like catch a few glances. No obvious gender, clearly like non-binary, high elf, long white hair. With like some of it is like golden in like this long braid that they wear in front, and their companion is a high elf as well, and they're sort of sitting at a couch which is like back to back with your chair with like just enough space for people to walk in between. So you're listening to their conversation, and their companion refers to them multiple times as Ray, R-A-Y, Ray. And they say to Ray, Ray, I understand your, honestly, I have to say obsession with this, but it was so long ago. No one is going to be able to get into the Feyfire and find out what the original thing was. You're not going to be able to prove your theory. Ray returns and says, I know for a fact it was that blasted woman. She summoned Fae. She was a Fae summoner. She showed me. She wanted texts about it, and and the companion just says, I believe you. I'd like to believe you, but again, without proof, people are just going to think it was your negligence. And this Ray person like takes a big drink of some wine and says, I know, but look, I still think we need to find some way to get an expedition, a mission, some way to fight those Fae, beat them back, and get into the ruins. I know there has to be something there. Say, Ray, it's hundreds of years. I don't think... All right. At that point, they like down their drink and they start to head out.
Okay. So this Ray person.
Yeah. Your sometimes your friends show up and like give you a vibe. Like,
Yeah.
oh, kind. Oh, curious. Oh, intellectual. Oh, you get one you've only heard a few times. You get danger, worry, concern, fear. Like 4 of your friends show up with those 4 different words as that person moves away.
Okay. I guess if that's happened, like towards the end of the, I guess after I played for a while, I've made money back. I'll be like, remember, like, oh yeah, I was looking for this guy, and I'll just sort of look around and see if anything prompts. I don't even really remember his description, but it's like, oh yeah, he was like a shadow and he was scary or something. I just kind of look around. Do I see anything that jogs my mind? Yeah.
So wait, are you talking to people else or you're just looking around?
No, I'm just looking around. I'm just looking around.
For that person?
Just sort of like, again, it's very whimsical, right? I just sort of
Yeah.
showed up. I was like, hey, oh yeah,
With a
like
20
Karina
second-
wanted me to find this person. I guess I could sort of do a nominal effort.
I like the vibe. I think, would they be here? Would someone relevant be here? They just sitting at the bar is someone. When you popped out of the cart, you notice the I think I said woman who had like who Karina had their weapon to her throat.
Okay. I'll go say hi to her. First of all, if I've won back a lot, I'm just gonna give some of it to each of the people at the table. It's like, it's been
Thanks
fun,
for
guys.
the game. The
See,
first
the
person
game.
gets extremely mad for a moment and then realizes you're not kidding, and they're like, "I like this kid. All right, good game, good game." And like many of them are just in disbelief, and the dealer is kind of like looking like trying to decide if they need to like call someone that you're like cheating or something, but you also put the like they don't know how to there's no protocol for this, so they just kind of shake their head and leave it. But yeah, you head
I'm also
on.
like already leaving,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go to the bar.
Okay.
I'll be like, hi, I think we met the other day.
She looks you up and down and says, "No, I don't.
I was in the wagon, but I think I saw you.
Yeah."
You know, just like, I know this is probably kind of awkward, right? I
She's
don't
like
really know.
she's like
but
looking
whatever,
around like, am I about to be murdered? Like she is terrified.
No, my friends aren't here. It's just me. It's just me.
Oh, you tracked me here?
No, this. Why would I be tracking you? What?
Okay, sorry, continue.
No, I mean we partied as friends, right? Like no one fought. It was cool.
You know, kid, I guess you're right. We're not enemies.
I'm not subtle at all, so I'm just gonna be like, oh, you know, how did you get into this business? Like, how did you end up doing that? That seems like a dangerous job.
She's like looking around, extremely confused, and then it's like, "Are you using your feature?"
Yeah, I will.
Okay. She says, "Well, when I was, quite young, my parents died, and I think I was born here, but, don't know my last name, couldn't get the paperwork, and, didn't want to be a shoemaker, So got recruited by some enterprising folks, and got pretty good at what I do. And at this point, she's like kind of like leaning over closer to you, and yeah, I that's what I do.
Wait, that's like me. I also didn't want to be a shoemaker. I'm also kind of not entirely on the books.
Interesting. So
But,
another. Well, you're born here and just couldn't get a.
I
Couldn't get
think
the
so.
paperwork?
My moms don't really talk about it a lot.
Well, glad you have
I'm assuming
parents.
I was born here though. Yeah, that's yeah, but like yeah, no, they're really awesome. What?
Are you looking?
Is your boss like a good guy? The guy who was like talking about like the one who said who let us go? Is he a good guy? He seemed like he was kind of nice.
He's not. I wouldn't say he's my boss. He's more of a useful guy to have around. But yeah, that guy is something else. But not my boss.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to like. I feel like everyone who works has a boss, but maybe I don't really understand things, right?
I mean, I have bosses, but Chris is not. Again, he's just a good guy to have around, so we had him around for today. But he called the shot, and we were not gonna challenge that shot that he called.
I think it was probably a good idea. I think it would have been really not fun for everyone.
Yeah, that noble lady with you scared the hell out of me. So I guess I didn't think about it, but maybe Grizz saved my life. And you see
Yeah.
she orders another drink.
Here, I'll pay.
Oh, you already did.
I'll slap like 3 gold on the counter.
She says you already did, and you look to realize that your coin purse is on the bar, and she was paying out of your coin purse.
Oh, that's a pretty cool trick.
So I got good at a young age, so stick with it.
Will you teach me?
She is gonna look at you quizzically for a moment and say, and now using the other half of your feature, how is it that you are working with a noblewoman?
Oh, so I can tell you the full story, but I don't really work with her, sort of, right? So, like, I don't really work because I'm not allowed to work because of, like, my whole, like, thing. But actually, like, just now, like, my parents figured out a way, so now I'm actually apprenticing with the guy who is driving the car. Like, he's got me as, like, so now I'm on the books and everything is really cool.
Oh, what's his name?
He's Rick. He's Mr. Rick.
She does not push you further.
Okay. But I think he knows he knows the noble lady. I feel like at some point Elle was like, yeah, we ixnay on the names dropping around, or maybe even Karina was. So like
yeah, it was
I'll just be like, yeah, he works with her.
Miss
something, I
Miss
think.
Valdrain, was it?
I don't know her last name. I call her Miss Karina.
This is me laughing, not the character laughing. Oh, okay.
Like, that is absolutely something Bit would say, though,
Yeah,
right? Where it's
100%. He doesn't care about noble stuff. Well,
But yeah, she's
can
cool.
I...
But like, we're not really that close. I only have known her for a few days. She's been nice to me, but like, I don't really know
Well,
what she's doing.
it sounds like if you have a job with Mr. Rick, you should take that seriously. If you have parents who love you, you should take them seriously. So, no, I don't think I'll be needing to teach you. If you get into straits where you lose your job and or family and you need something, then sure, kid. Maybe I'll I'll teach you a few tricks, but I don't think you need it. Sounds like you got a good thing going, and you don't want to get mixed up in this kind of business.
We can think about how to flavor this, Alex, but I think for like a moment, I'm gonna get a lot more serious and like look kind of a lot older. And I was thinking that it would be kind of like the vibe is from like not if whether my inheritance or like my friend or whatever, but it's sort of like it's not really like my normal state, but it would sort of be like What was your name? Sorry, did she tell me her name at any point?
She did not.
Okay.
She says the name's Helga.
Helga, are you friends with Mr. Grizz?
She's like just gives like a long like and I don't. Grizz and I get along, sure.
Okay. If I wanted Mr. Grizz to do a job for me, so you see I have a lot of money, right? If I want Mr. Grizz to do a job for me, do you know how I would find him?
Well, I could take the job to him. If you tell me what it is, I know his rates and could get it done as early as tonight if he's not working.
I probably have to go home tonight, but here, I'll give her some gold and I'll say, can you just tell him I want to meet?
Yeah, he'll meet you for that much. Come back here. We'll meet outside. What's today? Let's say tomorrow at sunset?
Okay, that sounds good. I'll have to ask my parents, but that should be fine.
She like shakes her head and it's like, kid, you shouldn't be mixing it up with the Grizz, but I'm not gonna say no to this pile of cash that I didn't have to steal from you.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for telling me about. It's cool to know that there are other people here who do fun things that didn't have like a normal growing up here. You know, I kind of felt like when I was a kid, I felt like I missed out not being able to go to barracks, but it sounds like there's a lot of cool things to do without that too.
Yeah, everyone thinks barracks is so special. I'm sure it's not that special. Not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, I don't know. Whenever I try to ask my adult friends about it, they just don't tell me about it.
Maybe you need to get better friends.
Nah, they're great. Okay. Well, bye, Miss Helga. Thank you.
Thanks for the drink. I'll, either I or just Grizz will see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh.
And
Trap
I.
is set.
What?
Yeah.
The trap is set.
The thing is, like,
It comes
I
with
actually
this
think in
job, yeah.
character, and some way halfway through that conversation, I was just sort of like, oh, I wonder what he's like. He must be kind of cool if Karina's like interested in him.
Mm-hmm.
I think Karina has taken more damage from these conversations than anyone else.
I know, like everyone. Bernard, who's like,
She's a vampire. Yeah, she's a vampire.
oh, he
Yep.
walks in the day.
Go.
Alex, I need a
Oh.
retcon, by the way.
Retcon. Okay.
Yes, I need the
So
pirate reports from like the last 6 months, and then I need some old records from like 15 years ago.
Okay, that might be hard to get, but you'll get it eventually. But yeah, I'll take that
Yeah,
retcon.
no rush.
full disclosure, I was under the impression when we went to the Queenswood that was during the day. Was that not during the day?
Oh, it definitely was.
Yeah, it was during the day.
Most of the stuff we've done has been during the day, so I mean, like,
Fucked around during the day.
But
Oh, yeah.
what you're probably going to realize later is she might be the only vampire you know. So that isn't surprising to you. What that woman knew who you're speaking to is vampires can't go outside during the day. So if you know a vampire that's going outside during the day, that is unique and special or something.
Yeah, that's the only vampire I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, no, it's
So,
fine.
so I think
This
in
is-
character,
Yeah.
in character,
I responded.
yeah, in character, nothing needs to be retconned. That was I think, a very well played scene. But player, it's like she's maybe knows about purebloods or doesn't know about purebloods, but like knowing about
knows it's weird.
yeah, like she got some intel that she was not expecting, and you're like, whatever, like vampires just wicked strong or whatever, right? So yeah, I gotta write down a retcon. Where are we? 6 months of pirate activity, and then how many years ago you said?
15 or whenever the time before a certain lady showed up in a certain town, you know?
Oh, okay. So specifically, wait.
Whatever
Oh,
that time frame actually looks like.
or who showed up in what town? Your SO?
My rich, yes. in the original town, which I don't actually have the name of that town written down anywhere, by the way. I was looking for it and I was like, I can't find it.
I have it somewhere. Okay, yeah, I can look into that. Man, I got a lot of homework. This will be fun. Okay, it is 10:20. We have the trap. I have 2 opportunities to give y'all quests, and I have homework. Anything else we want to cover or give me to work on for next time? Otherwise, I think we should start wrapping up.
Just
Yeah,
the
I think
one
we're
trap?
good.
All right.
What do you say,
Well,
Al?
the
Just the one trap?
one
Yes.
trap is, hey, I want to speak to him about a mission.
Yeah.
I see at least 3 of them. I don't know.
Alex, just for your homework, I am gonna go tell Bertha about what I found, but no one else. Not telling my moms. I might tell my friends if they get it out of me with very low difficulty.
You can tell Bertha what?
You will tell me.
About like that someone wants to dig around in the Fae Fire area, and that there's someone after me, like, or very interested in Fae stuff, and
Mhm.
I might not even immediately connect it with me because I don't know how much she's told me about like where she found me, but it's more like you go there all the time. There are people who sound like they want to go to an expedition. Maybe you can help them.
Gotcha.
But also that I got the danger feeling, right? Like that I got the danger feeling from this guy, and I'm worried, or from them, and I'm worried.
Yeah.
Because I
Maybe,
was actually scared, and I feel like
Mhm.
Fit is like very rarely scared, but
Mhm.
if he's scared, he's probably telling Bertha first.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we'll cover that. Either we'll hand wave that next time or
Yeah.
RP that next time. I've got them in my notes. Any other things for me to consider or things you want to do today?
I think you have good homework for next session, so
Hell yeah.
I just want to say this was a really cool session. I mean, I know we did like no fighting and we talked a lot, but I enjoyed it a lot. Like we
yeah, I
got a
thought it
lot
was
of
really
cool-
good.
This is good.
I thought it was cool how you let us
Affirmatively
like
dodged
roll
a combat.
past. Yeah, I was gonna say let us
Yep.
roll past the like dice roll past the combat.
Yeah, I think the beauty
Yeah,
of
we're
this,
backtracking and killing the guy.
yeah, the beauty of this game is like tier 2s are common, so that's probably what's going to happen, and then you can have a smaller chance of
Right.
the other stuff. So yeah, and I'll just grab those stat blocks and put them in the put them in a page. But yeah, glad you had fun. It's I'm
It was good.
enjoying the world sort of coming to life, and y'all are giving me things like I have ad hoc done things in the last 2 sessions that I never would have thought of that felt just correct. So there's all these like little things I've been wanting to bring up that I'm just like, where the hell am I gonna? Oh, all right, here we go. So yeah, I'm liking everyone's characters and how we're tying stuff in. So yeah, definitely think more about goals and if there's anything else y'all want to do. But otherwise, yeah, I think we're in a good spot.
Sounds good. All right,
Sounds great.
see you
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
See you guys.
Bye,
See ya.
Twitch.
Later.